Doomsday's coming. Doomsday's coming. Gio.
Man, you do it every time, PT. You do it every time, brother. Bam.
What's up? Let me switch this over. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's going on with you? It's Friday night, baby. Gio.
Bam.
Got my man Justjosh with me. We gonna get into it. Let me hit the voice.
We gonna get into some things. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some things. It's just how we're gonna do it.
There it is. Oh.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for being here. Justjosh, what's up, man? What's been going on with you?
Brother, there are so many things going on. All right. But look, okay, all right. Let me just say this. And fam, y'all in the chat, Bug Dude, Moonchild, all y'all, Susanna. Look, let me just say this, okay? PT has been doing his thing. I've personally given him the title of Mr. Donahue, right? I know, Jerry Springer, because he brings really, he brings so many different people of different ideas, of different prepping. He brings so much. Look, fam, please, y'all check. We need to blow PT up in any way possible, okay? Seriously, look, he is going to take this prepping thing to another level. He is representing
this
us.
Dude, man. This dude trying to blow up my head before the show even gets started.
No, I'm just saying. It's facts. it's facts, PT.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Nobody can do it the way you do it. I'm going to shut up.
I appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without the chat. Couldn't do it without my man Native, without Nisi behind the scenes. It's all of us, man. It's all of us. It ain't me. It's all of us.
I got you,
but
brother.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Fam, y'all know what I'm saying.
So, man, we got a whole bunch of stuff to dig into. I did the thumbnail, man, because this was my thinking.
Okay.
Oh, backwards. Appreciate you. Oh, where you at? It's jumping on me. So this was my thinking, man. I was sitting there and I was thinking about, what can I put on the thumbnail, because you got to do a thumbnail for YouTube. And I was, all the stuff that's going on, everything we're dealing with, when it comes down to it, we're really dealing with a war between God and the devil. Am I right? It's good versus evil. Am I right?
Absolutely. Hey, PT. Hey, can I grab my notes?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, y'all, I actually wrote down some notes, so we're gonna get into this. Hold on, let me grab my notes.
Man, what the hell you got on your what you got on your side, man? What you got on your
No.
That's what I'm talking about, Jim. That's how we do. That's how we do.
We got the notes. That's not what we're talking about. Fam.
Chill.
spiritually, mentally, physically. All right, we're getting into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what you think, man? So what you think? All the shit that's going on, man. Do you think? I'm thinking half of it ain't gonna say all this shit that Joe Biden's doing, and he's saying he gonna do all this and do all that. Man, I don't think it's gonna hold up. I think the Supreme Court's gonna hit him just like they hit him on, the eviction moratorium, man. I think they're trying to work us up to get us out in them streets so they can fuck with us, man. Because if we act up and we buck against the system, then they can do even more shit to us. I think they're setting us up, man, and they can't do what the hell they saying they gonna do.
Hey, PT, I love you, brother. Look, seriously, straight up, 100%. If something doesn't happen ASAP, hey, I did a video and I was like, it's right now. It's kind of like everybody's looking at each other like, hey, you want to do something? You want to do something? No, I got work tomorrow. If something doesn't happen ASAP, it may not. We may go quietly into the night. If something doesn't happen ASAP, 2 weeks ago, we should have been having George Floyd protests, brother. That's the least that we could be doing right now. The least. Yeah. Every major city, every street, there should be thousands of people. Not causing problems, but letting them know we're not going silently into the night. And I have not seen that happen, brother.
I think with all that's going on, man, our real worry is what they're not talking about, man. And they're talking about it a little bit, but I seen this video from this girl over in this lady over in Lebanon.
Okay.
I was watching it with a few other folks, man, and G2 sent it to me, and she was like, look forward to the future or something under it. She was hitting me with it. But man, these people over there, they got electricity like maybe for like 2 hours a day, maybe 4 hours a day sometimes. Sometimes they don't have it for a week. They're paying like $36 for a carton of eggs. Mm-hmm. They're paying $22 for a little pack of napkins.
Yeah.
And I watch, other things going on. You pay attention to everything that's going on and different people putting out different information and stuff, man. And I think we might be headed there. I think we might end up going to the store one day soon, and there'll be a gallon of milk for $17.25. A loaf of bread's going to cost you $10.50. You know what I'm saying? A bag of rice, $3,500 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear? Did you hear about the crates? It's $3,500 to fill up one of those big container things to move shit across seas. Yeah. Now it's $28,000, man. I can't get over that. Like, that's got to come on to us. They're not going to eat those costs. They're going to put those costs on us, and that's just shipping.
Absolutely. As preppers, I laugh because it's in disbelief that we are in this shite right now. As preppers, this is why we prep now.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. No
Tomorrow
doubt.
is not promised, brother.
And they got us all worried about all this other shit they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're going to attack our jobs. And they are. Yeah. But you got to look for those things. Like Backwoods actually found this thing where did you see that?
Go ahead, spit it out. You got it. Go.
Yeah, it's like they're putting in words.
Yep.
They're setting up to where they can attack the Constitution for anything in it that says something that might relate to racism or it might be hateful or, they're putting it out there, man. They're like they're using loopholes to attack the Constitution, it seems like. You know what I'm saying?
Let me loosen up my shoulders a little bit. So, okay, Potato did his speech, right? Potato did his speech. And I listen for like catchphrases and keywords, and I listen for important things. PT, I'm being led by the Spirit at this point, brother. Daily, I will do 2 blocks around my neighborhood, and it is strictly for discernment, communication, and guidance. from God. I ain't walking around talking about like, hey God, please talk to me. Da, da, da. But I'm serious. It's legit. And what I got from what Potato said in his speech, you gotta really listen and read between the lines. He said corporations with 100 or more employees, right? That is discrimination. That plays along the discrimination playing field. That's not like, it's not like business. They're being super sneaky. They are using the discrimination, EEOC. They're using that playing field to kind of slide in, and that's what they're doing. OSHA's going to try to push it because they're kind of on that playing field. But I'm telling you, they're using discrimination to slide in and make that thing stick. And that's where they're going.
They did it with. They did it in New York with, because if you paid attention, the people in New York, the ones that didn't have the thing the most were, black folks and Mexican folks and shit like that. And then what did they say? Oh, if you don't have it, you can't go to the restaurants. You can't go to the. So they're discriminating without discriminating. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I seen it.
It's subtle. It's subtle. They're going to give you all the glitz and glamour and everything, but behind the scenes, they're coming in with discrimination. Now, this discrimination isn't for a particular minority. It's not. It is for us. Hey, y'all in the chat. I'm just saying, it's for us, right? They've changed the classification. They're maneuvering. It's the beast system, brother.
Who's us? Us would be the non-rich.
Us would be Susanna, Ghetto Prepper, Mad Chad, Suzanne. That's us. That is us. Virginia Roots, Nisi Tribe. That's me. Got you. That is us.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have to have ears to hear what is being said. Corporations with 100 or more employees. That's damn near everybody, brother.
It definitely is. It definitely is because it'll filter down into smaller too. It's just like anything else, man. It's just like if the top dude has to pay more in taxes, they filter it down to the smallest point. It's with anything. Anything that happens up here, it's going to filter down to here. It's going to affect us all. But can they get away with it? Will the Supreme Court shut that shit down once they... No. You think it's going to run?
All right. Bam. All right. Backwoods hit... Mickey FC, what's up, brother? All right, honest. So I've been a prepper for years. I'm on a spiritual plane right now. I am going by the playbook of the good book because nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. The good book, everything is lining up exactly as to how it says it will line up. So that's how I'm rolling right now. And with that being said, brother, it tells you how all this is going to play out. So if you have preppers, if you have any questions as to AP just said it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. But AP
I was watching.
I am not a conspiracy theorist. If y'all watched AP, he said I am not a conspiracy theorist, but this is going to get much worse. And then he went a little bit further with that. I'm starting to think that he's looking at the same playbook that I'm looking at because he doesn't talk like that. And that is where we are headed. The courts, they're not going to stop it. This is not a money thing. This is not it's the B system, brother.
This is change the entire world into what they want it to be.
Yeah.
The whole system. They want to change everything.
Yeah. We're going to go deep tonight because there's some truths that a lot of people aren't going to want to hear. And that's why
I'm kind of simple-minded at times. So I just sit here and I think, and I want to ask you, man.
Yeah.
They say it's going to affect 100 million workers, 100 million jobs, 100 million people. Absolutely. Okay, what do you think, man? How many people do you think are willing to lay down their job to stand up and say, nah, I ain't doing it? How many people do you think this is gonna really? Yeah, because I think I just, we can't put a number on it, but man, it's scary to think that even if half, that would be 50 million people with no future.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
you give me 50 million people with no future, and you got mayhem on your hands.
People, can y'all share this out? PT, this is why we prep. That's the answer to what you just said. That is why we prep. Look. All right. Let's get into this. The smart meters that a lot of you guys have placed or at least agreed to have placed on your home. Those smart meters will be monitoring water usage for your gardens. Okay? When you are not supposed to, in the thick of it, not now, but in the thick of it, when you are not supposed to have electricity flowing through that smart meter, and you do, they will be monitoring it. This goes. I get a little frustrated because people are like, "How bad is this going to get?" People are like, "How bad is this going to get?" Spiritually, I pray and hope that the rapture is a real thing, because if it's not, you will be right here with me. Seriously, seriously, tribulations. These are the birth pains.
So it's gonna come down to where they're gonna be limiting, just like I was talking about that Lebanon shit, man. They're limiting their electricity. She went to turn on the water spigot. They had no water. Yeah. Like I would bring up the video, but it's like 15 minutes long, and we didn't plan on doing a video review or anything, but and it just rang true to me when G2 was like, "Welcome to our future," and I was like, "Whoa, wait a fucking second." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this could definitely be us. This could definitely be us.
Yeah, I want to throw this out to everybody. Seriously, if you read and follow the good book, you know how this plays out. You know how this plays out. The youth, the teenagers, the youth, they will be happy with this new system that's coming into play. It's going to be more Wi-Fi, more 5G. It's going to be more connectivity. They're going to be happy. Less work, UBI, more money. They will love this. They will be able to travel the planet and not spend any money. They will love this new system, but it will be a prison planet for your spirit. I don't want to get too deep, PT.
And you won't be able to get ahead, man. They want everybody on the same level. Like we won't be able to have that American dream where we can someday get lucky and work hard and make $100 million and buy a yacht or something. Because everybody thinks about it.
I am so glad you brought that up. I am seriously, brother. I am so glad you brought that up, because the future will be the exact opposite of that. The exact opposite. My grandfather taught me, work hard, you reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do the things. Take care of the family. You know what I mean? And even this generation, us, we were taught, get out of high school, you either go to college or you get a trade, you sign, you know what I'm saying? You work for a company, you put in your 20, 30 years, you get your retirement, your pension, you take care of the family, you establish foundations. The youth don't believe in any of that, brother. They want to.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's been faded. It's been fading for years too.
Yes.
Because you think about, my uncles, they were 5, 6, 7 years old on the farm, working the tractors, working in the fields. You look at the kids nowadays, they're on their phones. They're wanting to play video games. It's turned from hard work. It's almost like you're a sucker if you work hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Elon Musk, spiritually speaking, I've been led to certain things. I get led to. Hey, PT, I've been the guy where like you're hanging out with your buddies, and like 10 minutes before disaster hits, whatever it is, there's this voice that says, Josh, just leave, go that way, just get out of there. And then boom, disaster hits, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that wasn't meant for me. That's how my life's been. That's why I'm here right now. And that is where we are at right now, PT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are in the mix, brother.
I'm just dropping the chat,
man,
saying what's up to the chat, but I'm listening to you.
No, I'm with you. All right. PT, the good book lays it all out, man. I know. There's some people who believe and some people who don't. Fam, listen to what I'm saying. Spiritually speaking, this was a spiritual download. And I want to tell you, PT, I say it in my videos, if you are here right now, you are where you are supposed to be. You are getting the spiritual information that you are supposed to be receiving. We are in the birth pains. You want to know what comes after? PT, can I tell them what comes after the birth pains?
Yes, sir. Please do.
Spiritual download. Malls, Walmarts. You know what they look like in the tribulations beyond the birth pains? We've got 75 days. I'm not saying that that's when it's going to happen, but probably a year from now. You know what the malls, all malls look like? The malls look like barbed wire fence around the entire parking lot of malls. It looks like Black Hawks flying around malls. It looks like the U.S. military has commandeered all the malls and Walmarts. Okay,
turn them into military bases.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm just trying to get the vision.
We can't go. This is tribulations, and so what happens is the military bases and the malls need someone in the neighborhood, someone in society that they can talk to, they can communicate with. That is going to be your mags. The strongest and biggest mags, WOL shift.
They're going to be in communication with these military setups at these malls and these Walmarts and these other places, on top of just normal. I'm interested, man. I'm interested.
That is a spiritual download. So you know how big a mall is. All the stores, the food courts, the parking lot, the double deckers, Humvees, all that stuff. They will be communicating with the bigger mags. All right. I ain't gonna get into the band and the other groups that, you know what I'm saying, over in Afghanistan. But basically that's what we're talking about. Those groups who establish power amongst neighborhoods. Hutch. Yeah. Hutch. Get it, Hutch. Talk to your people and make it happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen from there is if you need food, if you need medical supplies, if you need anything that the government can supply, you need to go through these mags. Which I'm sorry, but you will have to do the thing. PT, they're not gonna stop, brother. We are in the birth pains. We're in the birth pains. Seriously. You want a loaf of bread? You're gonna have to do the thing. You want water, clean, bottled, filtered water. You're gonna have to do the thing. This is a spiritual download. Now, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you got it, PT.
I'm a kind of switch up just a little bit, but sort of I'm still with you.
Run it.
Something popped in my head today, and this will fire you up. This will fire you up.
Oh man.
Press 1 if it fires you up. If it doesn't, then whatever. But what I thought about this and I was like, Nisi, what if old YouTube says, if you want to have a YouTube channel, then you got to get the thing. Send in your card and let us know that you got the thing. If not, your channel's gone.
Yeah.
Whoa, you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine?
Mickey's on it.
Do you think that they would do something like that? They're doing everything else, and this is pretty much work for a lot of people on YouTube. I mean, it's work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would they attack social media and Facebooks and Instagrams? Oh, you want an Instagram? Guess what you got to get? Oh, you want your Facebook? You want to be able to talk to your family? Guess what you got to go out and get and send us proof of?
Yes. PT. AI. My spirit has led me to a lot of Elon Musk videos. Guys, look, fam, y'all in the chat, check out Elon. Elon is not from here. I'm just saying, at least that's how I feel. AI is already in place, brother. Look, PT, we can't say certain words because of AI. Can you imagine moving forward when AI, when we say the wrong word and our check-ins account gets frozen? Yeah. No. See, right now we might get a strike? We might get a strike. We might not be able to upload for a couple days, something like that. Absolutely, Ghost Prepper, we getting there, brother.
Hey, that's deep. That's deep.
Ghost Ghetto Prepper.
That's deep.
Mary, clay, and iron. Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right, Klingon.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, there's others. I ain't the only one on you. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
PT, you better learn how to work a ham radio.
Klingon just gave me the smackdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Klingon something else. I appreciate you. Hey, you better learn how to work a ham radio. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
At some point, this will be no more. And that is part of my preps. All right. Hey, they want to dive deep, man. They want to dive deep. They want to go deep. All right.
I hear that, Virginia. She
All right,
said they already knew she was going to type that.
Yeah. I'm going to cut to the chase. All right. PT, this is what's going on. All right. I'm going to dive deep. So, AI, to me, spiritually speaking, AI is the beast system. AI, I don't know why, but I have this weird feeling and belief that AI is something that is going throughout the universe. It's our turn to fight the fight. It's like the Borg, right? And we've done CERN. We've done CERN to accept it and bring it in, and it's here. Elon Musk, bro, he has the Tesla Plaid. It goes 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. He's got SpaceX. He's got Neuralink. He's got Starlink. And he's telling us AI is worse than nuclear war and nobody's listening. Yeah. Mixing Mary clay with iron, it doesn't work. They will try to... All right, I'm going to shut up. Should I shut up?
Nah.
All
Go
right.
with it, man. Go, don't. Shit.
So, in the beginning, and it's in the Bible, Mary clay mixing with iron. It does not work, but that is what they're trying to do. In the beginning, remember the source, God, he breathed into clay. He breathed into the dirt. We all have a part of God within us. That is when he broke off a piece of himself. PT, that's like you saying, that's like you having kids. Millions of kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, I need to have that. I want to have that. You know what I'm saying? I need to have that. So God gave a piece of himself to each and every one of us. Now listen, being that God is all things, all omniscient, all powerful, expansion, growth, love, all those things, right? PT, you have the power of God inside you. No, brother, you don't understand. If you wanted to, you could create SpaceX and travel the universe if you really wanted to. You have that power. Elon Musk has that power. So AI, Antichrist, evil AI, they're like, you know what? We want to trap that power of God because we can, because we're physical form. All we have to do is get them to do what we want them to do. Make this peaceful for them, and we can trap this into this planet. We can take Earth right now. And that's what this is. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I kind of went off.
You going deep.
But that's
going deep.
I'm sorry, brother. But that's what this is.
Good.
No, that is what this is. And right now it looks like we need to prep physical food so we can maintain our physical body. We need to be able to last as long as we can. But the good book tells us, man, it clearly tells us exactly what is going to happen. And that is why my last video, I looked a little worried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we have decisions to make moving forward, brother. And it's not gonna be, it's gonna be Braveheart decisions. Freedom.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be happy go lucky. Our future is bright as a spiritual being. All right. What we got? Come on, let's get into something more uplifting.
You got me now. Now I'm all like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I want a spaceship. Hey, John T. Look, I can't show my tattoo. So this is a guy being sucked into a UFO in the forest, and he's out of here. We got to fight the good fight, brother. Mental, spiritual, physical. Hey, off the wall. Spiritual, mental, physical. Because we're going to have to still do the things. We are going to have to do the things while we are here. We're going to have to. We got tribulations, brother. We have tribulations.
You talk about all this stuff and then, the AI, Antichrist, and then I think about all the government and the evil involved, because there's some evil in the government. There's some evil in these businesses, social media evilness, the computer evilness, the people. Think about that, man. Here's this dude, Gil Bates.
Okay.
This dude is super smart. Only thing he does is think about computers, and he builds this computer program shit, and all of a sudden changes the world.
Yeah.
And then he immediately goes into medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, man. If you really just sit back, I mean, we think about it like, yeah, what the hell is he doing in there? But sit back and think about that. Was this dude chosen by the devil to make the moves to push him right into what he's doing, and what the hell is he doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. PT. And I just want to say, none of this surprises me. Only because you know where my foundation is at now. None of this, nothing that will happen moving forward can surprise me, because I know where we're headed. Look. Potato, when he came out and he basically said that we are mandating, right? All federal workers, we're mandating all corporations that have more than 100 employers. I didn't even have to watch that speech to know where it was going. And you mentioned there's gonna be lawsuits, and there's gonna be fights, and there is. But
they're going nuts. I've heard today, just real quick, there's states suing. There's the what is it? The NRC or what? NRA,
something like that. Yeah.
Like all everybody's coming at them. Like
they won't win. Potato has no power, brother. He has no power. He's a puppet. And people were like, "Oh my God, this guy! I can't believe it!" Like, I guess he went through. He rode through a city, and everybody was like shooting him the bird, and was like, "F you!" Da, 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 da. He's a puppet, man. He can't even put a sentence together. Look. This is what did it for me. He was given a presidential address, and I just so happened to be free for a second and caught it. And he had a binder. He put his hand on the binder, and he put his head down. And I'm like. This is the president of the United States of America. And he put his head down for like a good 30, 40 seconds while people were talking to him.
Yeah, he gave up. He surrendered to whoever was talking. It was the media. Yeah.
Bro.
And he ain't even getting cut. Like, I ain't trying to be simple or something or go away from it. But if you go back to the president before him, he was attacked 1,000,000 times worse, disrespected 1,000,000 times worse.
Yes.
You never seen him put his fucking head down.
Defeat.
That's the difference, man. That's why and it's set up. We know it's set up. You know, people are put in place on purpose.
Yeah.
Man,
PT, I got 3 days.
You got me all fucked up.
I got 3 dates. PT. I got 3 dates, fam. 3 dates. The first one, the anniversary, the 11th. What we got?
Tomorrow. About an hour left. About an hour and 25 minutes from now.
Hey, brother, did you see the building burning in Italy?
Nah, I didn't catch it.
All right. I'm just saying.
There's already some shit going on.
There is a building, a skyscraper burning in Italy, and people were like, "Oh, it's just insurance. This thing is on fire. They're like, it won't collapse because it's built with da 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 da." So that's the 11th.
Do you think anything's going to happen tomorrow? Do you think anything's going to happen as far as an attack? An attack?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But supposedly those planes that were sitting there in Afghanistan were not allowed to leave Afghanistan because they contained things that were not good. Did you hear about that one?
Nah, talk to me.
All right, yeah, they found multiple things that they weren't supposed to have on planes. We're being monitored and stuff like that. But yeah, things that go boom. That's why those planes were sitting there for multiple days.
Huh.
Yeah, check it out. Hey, family. So that's tomorrow. Now the 13th is a big date for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything's gonna happen 13th, but I've done videos where de Blasio basically said that the 13th was the date of enforcement. You Google it. I mean, YouTube it. The 13th was the day that they are going to start to enforce mandates in New York City. So if y'all start to hear some ruckus, or y'all just, you start to see people getting kicked out of places in New York, I'm just saying, de Blasio said that, not me. De Blasio. Go ahead.
I think it's going to be a minute. If they enforce it and all that, and I think all around all these enforcements and all these things, it takes time for it to like. Let me explain.
Yeah.
If I get fired today, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be homeless tomorrow.
Right.
But a month from now, 6 weeks from now, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be we're hitting winter. It's gonna be freezing outside. I mean, is the homeless population gonna explode again? Because it's already exploded. If you look around California, New York, Maryland. I mean, there's a lots and lots and lots of tents put up in weird places, if you know what I'm saying.
Totally off the subject. Absolutely, totally off the subject. I wish I had this guy's video. Seriously, PT, I get led to the weirdest shit spiritually, brother. Like, I'll walk the block, come back home, and like I haven't received anything. Hit YouTube, and I'm watching a video. I'm watching a YouTube video of a guy, right? He's got this this guy has 3 goats. 3 goats. And he's in like California somewhere. He has a cart that he built. The goats pull the cart. This guy's been doing this for 3 years. He lives off the milk from the goats. He has solar. He has ways to cook. That is where we will be at. We will be striving to be like this guy who is homeless.
Gotta say what's up to Hutch. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah.
So what you saying, man? Is this dude
I thought this guy was crazy.
You think he could be? You think he could be some kind of prophet or something?
No. But he is 100% self-sustaining. He is what the future for us will look like. You know what I'm saying? He has goats. And look, and I'm gonna tell you what locked it in for me, because I know y'all think like, oh yeah, Justjosh is crazy. this guy, it was reporters that found this guy in California. I wish I had more information so you guys could check it out. It was I can't even think of it. Reporters who were following this guy, and believe it or not, he had a pistol on his hip.
And where was this at? Where was he at?
Man, I wish
California?
I wish I had more. He had 3 goats, and he was making all kinds of stuff from like the milk. Look, what did it for me was the fact that this guy had a notepad. Right? Check this out: a notepad of the entire city that he walked through. And the city had wells, water wells. It had people who allowed him to graze his 3 goats on their land. It had everything you could think of. Places where he could legit sleep safely. You know what I'm saying?
The ultimate survivor with the ultimate survival setup with a map of everything that to guide him and maneuver him around so he can get water, he can get grass to feed his animals. Without any.
My hairs are standing up on the back of my neck.
Yeah,
PT, this guy,
genius.
He opened up a notebook and it was like dot 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 dot, and all the dots were places that he could go, people he knew. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like I just read the first part real quick, but it sounds like birds, dogs, and her food and all her belongings. She is just walking everywhere. Wow, that's wild. Sounds like that dude.
Man, PT, they're gonna push us. Look, AP did a community post, right? And it was jokingly. He was like, "Look, I'm not gonna fit in your floorboards. I'm not gonna be in your like attic because I'm too big." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
AI is going to be everywhere, man. In the end times, this is going to be the only way. Our prep's going to buy us some time. I'm sorry, man. Our preps are going to buy our pew-pews. Okay, all right, pew-pews. That's going to be the initial flare-up. That's what that's going to be. They're going to draw us out into a conflict. It will happen. Backwoods. And we're going to expend a lot of pew-pews. We're going to. Birth pains, beginning of tribulations, and then after that, things transpire. Yeah.
All right. Backwoods said he sent me the link to it, but I can't do all that while I'm live. Maybe I can put it in the description afterwards. Maybe, I don't know. Probably the same one, but if not, we'll try to hook it up. But
Dragonflies.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. So you think there's gonna be a lot of people like that, man, after all this shit goes down? And I mean, because people are gonna find a way to survive one way or the other. And if they're not gonna get the thing, they're not gonna have. And like Nisi's son.
Yes.
He hit Nisi today, and he was like, Mom, they're gonna make me get a thing.
Yeah. So
he said, it's time for me to find a new job.
Yes.
And Nisi was like, well, be careful because the next job you find is probably going to be the same damn thing.
Yes. All right. This is facts, people. This is truth. And I've a lot of live streams, a lot of videos and comments, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll start our own business or we'll find another job. You won't. You won't. You won't. The good book tells you exactly how this plays out. You will not. You may for 3 or 4 months, but after that, no, you won't. This is why we prep. This is why we prep. Seriously, to buy us some time. All right.
We're losing society, man. Our way of life, we're already losing it. If you go to I'm not saying all, but if you go to some of these hospitals, they're short staffed. They've changed the way they're doing things. It's completely different. And just because I went through it or whatever in the past week. But then you look at other things too. I mean, it's all over with all kinds of businesses. And now that they've did this, we're already dealing with shortages of workers. We're already dealing with businesses changing their ways and crashing out and not having them anymore and all this. When this shit kicks in, like fully, we're looking at a whole new America just in the way it moves. Like if you think about ants and the way they build a colony and do things, it would be like ants completely changed from going in the ground and started living on a tree or something. You know what I'm saying?
Now you
like
get
it's completely fucking different way of life.
It's different, brother. It's different. It's the beast system. It's the new system. And the only way they get rid of our system, the old system, is they have to have that's the whole like 7 years tribulation. That's the chaos. They have to completely destroy that. And then they bring in a new system. That is why a lot of people that I've been dealing with the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the man of perdition will PT, the man of perdition will come on the scene and he will say, he's going to make everything good, brother. Everything. He's going to make the mags go away. He's going to make the malls of U.S. military Black Hawks and barbed wire go away. He's going to make the lack of food. He's going to make all of the things that we're dealing with right now. The MU, all of them. He's going
to bring paradise to the
it's
population.
All going to go away. You don't have to be.
This is what he says he's going to do.
You don't have to be looking for water. If after you haven't had it for 3 days and you've been searching for water, he's going to bring all that and say, look, I will give you all this. We can go back to cell phones and internet and you know what I'm saying? Gasoline and vehicles and we can do this. Just take my mark. You take my mark. You follow me. You believe in me. There is nothing else out there. This is all that there is. I can get you back to where you were. Believe in me. And man, look, that PT, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is why I get so pissed off right now. PT, I get pissed off when people are like, this is the mark of the beast. I'm like, you got internet. You got cable TV, you got gas, you got steaks in the fridge. You can't buy.
Let me hit you with something. Man. We talk about new world order. They want to bring in one world system, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do now. I mean, do you believe that? I mean, just real quick, because I got a point to this. Do you think that? I kind of do.
That is what it's going to be. There will be no dragon. There will be no bear. There will be no,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Go.
In order to have the mark of the beast, in order to have Antichrist.
Yes.
I think you need a world connection. Because think about it. If you brought in the Antichrist right now,
right.
Where would you bring him that would connect the whole world to him?
Exactly.
Like if you brought him in China, America's not listening.
Right.
Australia's not listening. But if you bring him in Iran, Pakistan's not listening. So in order to bring in the Antichrist, you would have to bring in the New World Order. You would have to bring in the one world system, right?
That's the spirit, brother. That's the spirit talking. Yeah.
So they're working on it. He's working on it.
Brother, people are like, this is the mark of the beast. I'm like, no, you tripping because this is too easy. This is too easy. You feel me now?
Yeah. I do, man. This shit's been hitting me hard lately, man.
I hope y'all share this out. This is too easy. This is kindergarten. Brother, it's going to be bad when the mark is here. People are going to be crawling like, please, I hope I can make it to him so I can take the mark because this is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I haven't had food or water for 3, 4, 5 days. I'm about to die. Please get me to him. That's what the market's gonna look like.
And there's some of that going on right now, and there's gonna be some more of it. Like with all this shit that's happening, people are gonna be suffering, man. And there's gonna be a lot of people who can't take it mentally, and they're gonna be exiting. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They're gonna be taking themselves out, man. You think the suicide rate is high now?
I'm so glad you said that, PT. This is why we prep, brother. Brother, we will be able to hunker down. You got the bug out van. You'll be able to go wherever you feel you need to be. This is real shit. I appreciate you, PT. This is the real. This is why we prep. So we won't get caught up in the initial bread lines. You know what I'm saying? So when the craziness unfolds and we watch the military move into the malls and Walmart, and people we talk about zombies, people who've lost their mind because they can't feed their kids and stuff. They going straight to Walmart. They going straight to the government. Please help us, brother. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight them off as preppers. I mean, I'm just saying, we're gonna have to fight them off. Yeah. But we're gonna be chilling to a certain extent. And that I'm really trying to just get the people who follow me to understand that is what we're prepping for. That's why we have pew-pews. That's why we have, that's what we're prepping for. It's not to make it all the way to the end and then go beyond. But I'm gonna have to do some serious looking into some shit, man. I'm just saying.
Got me thinking, man. I got to do some serious looking into some shit, man, and put, there's a lot of people out there that put two and two together and have different thoughts on stuff, and it's interesting, and who knows who's right and who's wrong, but I want to look at it myself, man, and
check it out,
because you can't just go off of the last 2 years. You have to go off the last 2,000 years. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it, and we're in a weird. I can't believe I'm living in these times, man.
All right.
I mean,
we asked to be here. We asked to be here. I'm just saying. I know. I'm gonna shut up. We asked to be here. You PT. You asked to be here to experience this shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Because people always say, not in our lifetime, not in our lifetime, not in our lifetime. This shit is happening in our lifetime, man. There's shit going down in our lifetime right now.
Nothing happens by coincidence. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. We asked to be here. Y'all in the chat, Bella, Kim, Bugdude. Hey, somewhere down the line, we asked to be here to experience this thing. I'm sorry. I know it's a bit out there, but I'm just saying, spiritually speaking. Yeah. PT, we in the mix, man. And that's why my last video, look, people were like, bro, you need to get some rest. You know what I'm saying? They were like, I wasn't all energetic. I was just talking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. Potato's a plant. Potato is a absolute plant. He can't even string together 2 sentences. He is a plant.
He ain't shit. I don't think none of these people they put in front of us on the TV are any damn thing, man.
Yeah.
It's all a front. I mean, if you ain't picked up on that,
yeah.
I mean, you just ain't old enough, you ain't experienced enough, you ain't knowledgeable enough. But I don't trust anything that's being said or told because all the shit you find out that's behind the scenes. And of course, we all think about these things. That's why we're preppers and why we live our life the way we live our life. But there's some wicked shit going on, man.
Beyond.
I'm just waiting to hear something new every single fucking day.
PT, this is all I want you to do. This is all I want you to do. Just as my fam, as my people, bro, as my brother.
I'm with you.
I don't know how the hell I am here on YouTube doing this shit right now. But look, the only thing I want you to do is whenever you hear some new information coming out from the GOV, just apply it to the good book. And what I'm saying right now, it will not surprise you. Those lawsuits will not stand up. It will move forward. It will be every job. It will be to buy and sell. It will be to run your water, to have electricity. Then it's going to be any and everything else you can think of. It's the end of the system. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I feel you.
Hey, on some other news, right? We are adopting the China credit score system, the Dragon credit score system. We are, and over there, right? They are.
I'm with you.
The credit. I just want to tell you a little bit about the credit score system because Utah, look it up. Utah, Wednesday. Today's Friday. Wednesday. They have this app on their cell phone where you can actually use that app for your driver's license, for medical records, for lots of information, right? And you can even use it as for the future credit score system in the United States. It is here in play. Look it up.
Right on your cell phone.
Yeah, on your cell phone. Now, the way that that's going to play in the future is that they're going to get all this information from you, all this information, which we are going to, you know how when you download an app, you gotta accept the, it's going to be that. And you're going to be putting in all your information because now you don't have to carry a driver's license or anything. But once it gets hacked, right? Oh no, it's not safe. It's hacked now. Then it's going to go to something that can't be hacked, which will be something biological. That's happening now, right? The China credit score system, you can do UBI. You can actually do physical labor 8 hours a day. This is now over there. 8 hours physical labor, and it will increase your credit score. Because you can't, if you have a very low credit score, you can't travel to the other side of the city. There are a lot of things that you just can't do. And if you want your benefits, unemployment, UBI, this is now. You need to do these physical labor acts. That's coming here. Birth pains.
Slavery.
Yeah. Seriously.
On a more deeper level. Because you know my beliefs, and I've said it a many a times.
Yes.
We are already in that, but it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, free labor.
Yeah, I just want to answer Donna real quick. Yeah, maybe Nisi could, she ain't going to tell you personal business, but she's been working in the investments for over 25 years, so she could probably throw some info your way. Maybe email Preppertribe at Gmail. Preppertribe@gmail.com.
Yeah, no, Donna, that is your best bet. I had Dogecoin, and it was Dogecoin was popping for. I can't afford Bitcoin. Dogecoin was popping for a minute. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm loving this," and then it just tanked. So I pulled it all out. I don't have any crypto, but Nisi can probably point you in the right direction.
She might be able to.
Yeah.
Fucking email's gonna blow the hell up. Man, what I do with this $10, man? What I do with this $10? I want to turn it into a milli.
Yeah, $10. Yeah, and let me say this too, because this is a you had Homestead Awesome, man. Look, PT, you bringing that fire, brother. I was listening to y'all live stream last night and I was jumping up and down like, it's coming. She was verifying everything that I've been saying.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. She's awesome.
Absolutely. You know what makes us different right now from Germany back in, what is it, the 30s?
Talk to me.
You know what makes us different right now?
Holla at me.
Bro, they can track money. They can track your being. They can track everything, technology, cell phones, all that. Back then, they didn't have none of that. And you saw how bad it could get. They had to go to the house and look to see who was in the basement and look to see who was in the attic.
Now they can just look at a device. Oh, he's right there. He's in the left room up top.
Yep.
She's underneath the floorboard. She's right here. Just going up it. Ain't no
drone.
more searching. Yeah, they got way more power now.
Heat signature, a drone. So that just tells me that what happened in Germany, we're in the birth pains. When we move into the tribulation, brother, it's gonna be way worse. Way worse. Seriously, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just saying.
And you know these governments and shit. They look back at shit written and shit done, and they have books about what went on in these places with these Nazi types and stuff, and they go off of that, man. They use that shit in the future for future endeavors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're using tactics that they used back then. They're using them right now on us. We see it. I mean, how many times have we sat around saying, that's just like such and such? That's what they did in 1942. That's what they did in 1927. That's what and they're perfecting it. They're getting better at it. AI. Better and better and better.
AI.
And they don't teach us shit. They don't teach us shit, man. They teach... That's brainwash. The schools brainwashing kids, man. They ain't telling us nothing that we should know.
AI. Have you seen the DARPA video? It was a hot thing like 2 weeks ago. It was all over YouTube. The DARPA videos of like the AI, not the AI, but like the robots that they have. Like all the way, not at half court, but all the way back. He was hitting shots from like, I don't know, all the way across the court. NBA, he was hitting shots and it was like swoosh all nets, right? And then they had the other DARPA video where it was like 3 or 4 robots and they were all doing like synchronized dancing and stuff. Hey, they don't miss. You put any type of weapon on those things, bro. They don't miss. No. They don't miss.
I feel you.
Quarter of a second, they don't miss. Heat signatures in the middle of the night. That's the tribulations, brother. Prep up, people.
Prep up. You deep into that book, man. You deep into that book. That's why I listen to you, man. That's why I listen to you.
I'm sorry.
Nah, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
But,
it's all good. It's all good.
The good book says, okay, so we the rapture. Hey, y'all in the chat who believe in the rapture? Hey,
press 1.
I want to see how many ones we get. I don't think we're gonna get a lot. Cherokee's in here. I don't see any ones. Let me see. Oh, no.
We might get a 1 or 2. We might get a 1 or 2.
Okay, so the rapture.
There they come. They hitting hard.
Donna, Silverback. Really? Hey, you got to be squeaky clean to get into the rapture. Squeaky. All right. Oh, I'm gonna shut up. All right.
Ones are hitting. Tell me
hey,
though. Tell me though, man.
I want to see a video on the rapture because I need understanding. Yeah, I need to see video. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Okay, so the rapture comes first.
Say what? Say what, George?
Not sure if it's pre-trib or okay. All right. Hopefully it's pre.
I'm tripping. I thought he was saying pre-tribe or post-tribe. I'm like, what?
I hear.
My bad.
No, you're good. The rapture? Fam, I'm good, but I don't know if I'll make it. But if they miss a quarter of a second, there's going to be another one. And I'm pretty sure that they'll probably give them automatics. Okay. Mind, body, and soul. Anunnaki. Yeah. Hey, that's.
Y'all going deep. Y'all going deep.
For the bad folks. How does that work? All right. So the rapture, they get taken out so they don't have to deal with the crap. Okay, post-trib. Look, hey, I can tell you, your boy Justjosh is probably not going to be raptured up just because I got a couple things. You know what I'm saying? Tribe, you got to be squeaky clean, brother. You got to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Jesus.
Yeah. And you got to go from this like Instagram to Facebook to work to, you know what I'm saying, to absolutely 100% Jesus to, yeah. If y'all gonna do it, I appreciate you.
I'm just looking at the chat, man, because I really, I'm not up to speed with these things, man, but I'm interested in this, and it keeps coming at me, man. It keeps coming at me. I'm telling you,
calling you.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's things that you pay attention to, things you don't pay attention to, and I'm telling you, in the last 6 months, the things that I'm paying attention to just automatically, without even thinking.
Right.
And I'm sitting there catching myself thinking about some things that I never thought about before, and it's like,
backwards. Holla at me.
Is that why I'm on this YouTube thing? You know, because I think we're all guided somehow, some way.
Without a doubt. PT. You know I do physical therapy, brother, right?
Right.
I meet people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I meet people that I don't realize that it's their last week here. Yeah. 2024. Okay. All right. Hit your relation. Yeah, 2024. PT, physical therapy, right? I don't even know how I got into physical therapy. Seriously, but I meet people, and for whatever reason, I see these people, and I don't even realize that it's their last week here on this plane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm there to do exercises, and you know what I mean, to get them walking and do all this stuff. But we wind up having the craziest conversations about life. You know what I mean? And they're like, Josh, man, I'm so glad that you came to see me. I haven't talked to anybody in like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, at 144,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brother, this YouTube thing, man. This YouTube thing is bigger than, I go back and forth with all kinds of stuff, man. Your mind thinks about different things at different times, and you think about it, it's this and it's this and it's this. But one good thing about this YouTube thing, man, is you can have an opinion. You can have all kinds of stuff, and you can connect to people and talk to people and hear things and open up your mind to so much, that maybe you never would have before. But that's also kind of like what you were saying earlier, man. Like they have the power to reach and control and watch and speak into our brains. We got to be careful what we. Yes. I heard somebody say one time, they're really, I don't know the word, but they don't let just anybody get into their head. They won't just sit there and listen to anything. They know, nope, I will not listen to that. That will not filter through my brain. I will not let that trash in. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And that's what you got to watch out for, man. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up listening to the wrong shit. Even if this might be the wrong shit, don't get caught up in it. Dip out. You know what I'm saying? Dip out. Don't get tricked.
PT, that's prepping, brother. That's prepping. Seriously, no, for real.
I feel you.
Look, preppers. When this goes down and you feel like something ain't right, or that person he's not talking the right way, or that no, get the hell on. Seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, PT. This is all I want you to do, though. Everything moving forward. This is the only thing I want you to do. I don't know how long we'll have this form of communication. I always say that. Fam, y'all in the chat. I don't know how long we'll have this form of communication. Moving forward, everything that gets thrown at you from the GOV, just compare it to what we're talking about right now, and it will not surprise you. Everything will move forward. It will. It's going to move forward. Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, man. I'm saying we've been going at it like an hour and 10 minutes, man. Time flies because I swear it feels like we just got on here 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But sometimes we open up the panel, man, and let people jump on, man. What you think, man? Should we open up the panel? Is anybody in the chat? Y'all want me to open up the panel? Press 1. Y'all want to see some people jump on? Press 1 if you want me to open up the panel. Press 2. Press 2 if you want to jump on the panel. I just want to see, because if ain't nobody trying to jump on the panels, there's no sense in me shooting a link out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, all the stuff we're talking about, it seems like the chat has a whole lot to say about everything we're talking about.
Come on.
So we open up the panel. The only thing is,
clean up.
I will have to kick you from the panel. If you're giving medical advice or talking about election fraud. Like, we can't have that because it'll just strike the video. The video won't stay up. You're not gonna, you know, it is
Get
what
on Prepper.
it is.
Crack shot. Look, hey, can I say this? So my 3 dates. The anniversary, the 13th, which is right around the corner. Let's see what happens. And the 18th. That's a new one. The 18th. I'm gonna shut up.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hopefully you've heard about the 18th by now.
All right. We're gonna open up the panel. Let me hit some music. Let me hit some music real quick. We'll get Niecy to drop the link, and I'll bring some people on. Just only thing I ask is if you're new, if you've never jumped on a panel before, be considerate of others when they're speaking. You know, let everybody get their opinions across. Let them finish what they're saying, and give other people time to talk and stuff like that. Because it gets difficult when you get too many people on the panel. You know, you just got to be considerate of others. You know what I mean? It gets a little exciting sometimes. Sometimes we cut each other off and stuff. It took me months to learn, and I still ain't got it yet. But just try to be considerate of others and let other people get their point across. Let me hit, let's hit him with this.
Run it.
Oh man, it cut off on me.
Do it again. Do it again.
Let's try it. Let's try something else.
Bam. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, something a little different. Did you drop that link, babe?
All right.
Yeah. Let's see, man. They'll come in a second. It takes a minute for, you know, you got to press the link. You got to go over here. You got to go over there. You're going to be ready, man, because we're going to have some questions. We're going to have some shit, man. Oh, we got Cherokee in the house. What's going on with you, brother?
Hey, I'm mad at Josh. He told me something that was fucking right.
Oh,
The fucking black lights.
all right. I'm listening.
I saw him. I finally went down through there and waited to this one thing. I thought it was a camera.
Okay.
No, it's a black light. When it got dark, it just boom, it popped back on. I was like, wait a second.
I told you. Cherokee. Yeah. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on with that. Hey, PT.
What's up?
Black lights. The street lights. Black lights.
Yeah. You were talking about that before we started.
I saw my first one like the other day. And I was, after that, I really started, I looked up a couple videos and I started looking, and yeah.
Also, that really got me is going into Walmart's because my wife wanted to do an Instagram.
Yeah.
Because she's having problems for her paperwork hadn't come back about her green card, so she can't get her driver's license.
Okay.
Just do an Instagram.
Yeah.
She had to use my way of doing it because they told her that anyway we know who you are, we can't do you because you don't have no ID. Anyway they know her, they still can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And then I noticed the hamburger, five pounds of hamburgers, usually about $6.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's around 15 something. 1 pound was $6 after taxes. I was like, wait a minute. And there, every fruit area, vegetables, I started noticing missing spots. But I had to run in there with that camera and go through there real quick because that one guy kept trying to follow me.
Oh yeah.
They will. Yeah.
Come on,
Hey,
Pop
PT.
B. Come on, Pop B. Call him out, Josh. Call him out. Pop B.
Hey, PTOB, where you at, man? Come on,
He
my
like,
first
man,
live stream.
Man, I'm in the bed, man. I'm in the bed, man. I had a long day, man. I ain't gonna be able to do it tonight. I ain't gonna be able to jump up there with y'all, man.
My first live stream was with y'all, man. Tribe and PTOB.
Yeah.
I was like,
no
I don't
doubt.
know how to do this, man. I don't know. Yeah. Hey,
We got it in though.
absolutely. Hey, Lake Ferry Prepper. We need Bigfoot on here. He's a biblical guy.
Bigfoot.
I'm just saying.
I like to see Bigfoot also. He can explain to me why we got them 6 damn
Oh shit! It jumped on me.
things.
Pop B said he's driving. Oh damn! It jumped again. There it is. Oh look at this! Look at this! Look at this! What's up?
Oh! Lake Ferry, how are
The
you?
beautiful Lake Ferry's with us.
Hi. Guess what? I brought a friend.
Uh
She's gonna be in the cat.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a cat. She's a cat with a tinfoil hat. Her name's Ten.
oh.
Lake
She's
Ferry,
a
where's Bigfoot? Where's Bigfoot?
I know she's not really a cat.
Okay. Where's Bigfoot?
Backwoods still going with it, man. Look at him.
All right.
He went to bed because he's on call this week. He's been on call since Wednesday.
I understand.
Yeah.
So how you been, Lake? How you been?
She can't type because she's in subscriber mode. Can she come up as long as she texts me so you can meet her and say hi?
Yeah, 10 can jump up.
All right, 10. Click the link.
Click the
Lake
link.
You
Lake
gotta
Ferry.
click that link and jump on here with us. Click that link and jump on here with us. What did you say? Click that link.
There you go.
What did you say? Why she can't chat? Why can't she chat, Lake?
It's in subscriber mode. She just subscribed. Yeah, because I told her you got to come over and meet Tribe and all the guys and gals. Yeah.
What? How long does it take to be a subscriber? 5 minutes? Oh, it's only 5 minutes too. So
Yeah.
Run it.
it only takes 5 minutes. 5
Lake Ferry.
minutes.
You got to meet her. She's fun. There she is.
Boom. There she is.
Hey everybody! Hey Preppertribe, this is the first time I might been on your panel, and I just subscribed. Hey, awesome!
What's up? What's up?
I love it.
She's fun.
Yeah, I've seen her hanging around. I've watched y'all. I've checked y'all out, lurking.
Yeah. Lake Ferry.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What is this all about? Is it biblical or is it just business as usual?
Well, it's both, but it's always biblical. There's always a spiritual war going on between good and evil. That's never going to stop.
Gotcha.
I mean, well, one day it will. I have to plug in my phone. It's at 1%. There we go.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I'm on my laptop. That was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Justjosh handle things. You gotta be the number one host, man. I'll be right back.
I'll try. I'll try. Look, hey, I got the T-shirt on. I'll try.
All right. We have to behave for the babysitter because otherwise we'll get like spanked out the door or something.
I got you. I got you.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm good.
Cherokee, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm missing my Bigfoot though. I'm pouting. That's what I'm doing. I'm pouting now.
I know. Well, it was Littlefoot's birthday, so he canceled stream on Thursday, yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. But I mean, she's only 15 once.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
second one. Here she comes.
Family first.
I showed Tin your drawing.
Cute Sierra.
You know, you're
Littlefoot, you're quite the artiste there with the
Night of the
Watch
Peaners.
Tonight.
Oh, wow. Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
showed her in the backstage, though I didn't show her here.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh,
This is just Josh.
He looks familiar.
Hey.
He looks familiar, probably because you've seen me watch him. And then there's Cherokee,
hey girl.
aka James Cons. You know 10 and you know Tribe. And then there's the
make me
chat.
go-
Oh, hi, chat.
Hello, chat.
Chad says happy birthday, Littlefoot. And there's Big Backwoods.
Oh.
Hey Josh.
Virginia
Trump
roots.
has already said he ain't going to copy what Biden said last night. He's going to do what he was doing.
Man,
And then he said, wait a minute, he's jumping the gun. I'm going to first go through what I just started.
yeah.
And, you know,
I told you what I caught from his speech. Seriously,
dictatorship.
basically,
Army
But-
Jordan.
corporations with 100 or more employees, they're gonna have to 75 days. They're gonna have to do the thing, brother. That's just about every company in this country. You know what I mean?
If you think about it, though, when it goes to the small businesses, they say they're going to help them out, but they're going to demand that.
Absolutely.
All with small businesses.
Subsidy. Absolutely. Tax breaks. You name it. Yeah. You know.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Or
indeed.
they're getting OSHA involved, and it
Yes.
puts it at a whole nother level because OSHA is a whole new, it's a different breed of animal within the government that just really likes to breathe down industries' backs, and they've got a lot of power, like unions, or like
Mhm.
teachers unions. And yeah, that's not good. No, OSHA, you shouldn't be involved in this. No.
Yeah. I appreciate that
Well,
so much.
I was kind of glad that the labor board for the firemen and the EMTs and the police in Mecklenburg County turned around and said they ain't going with any of it.
I saw that.
Backwoods Littlefoot just flipped you off for that comment.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, her and him go rounds.
Let's see. What back was that? Yeah. Brother, they're
Yeah,
coming for. Go ahead, PT.
I just I could throw that out there one more time. I said it the other night. I think it was last night, really. But how it filters down. Like you got a carpet company that does military housing. So the military people say, look, in order for you to keep doing this military housing, you got to be vaccinated and your workers got to be vaccinated. But this carpet company has subcontractors that have really their own little business.
Yeah.
So now you got the military telling the carpet company, you got to be vaccinated because you got to come in and sign these contracts. You got to come and measure these houses up to order the carpet to get your workers to put it in and all this. And now you got to tell even smaller businesses like subcontractors that they got to get the shot because they got to come in and do the work. And then on top of that, those subcontractors have people working for them, the helpers, the labor guys and stuff like that. Now they got to tell their labor guys, you got to get the shot. And on top of all of that, you got to turn in all your personal information to these military bases and government programs, and they're going to have which they do anyway, because you got to get a base pass and stuff like that to get on base or whatever. But it's just crazy how it filters down. So them saying that government workers and military workers have to have the shot, it filters all the way down to that 20-year-old that's just learning how to lay rug. You know what I'm saying? And now he's got to get a shot in order to be there.
Yeah, that's just
Heartland, what's up, soldier? What's going on with you, brother?
What's up,
What's
brother?
up?
Hi, Heartland.
What's up?
And you know 10, right?
Long time no see. What's up, my peeps? How you guys doing? I love to see
Good
you.
to see you, man.
Yes. Get all that out of the way real quick. I'm glad to join this conversation.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You seen AJ lately, Heartland?
I hope to see him this weekend, actually, in person again, because we're headed to his territory. There's a fair going on, and so we've been invited that direction. So we will hopefully cross paths again, and I look forward to it. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Solid guy.
I love AJ. If anybody don't know, we're talking about prepping for life.
Yeah.
Babe, you want to drop the link? You can drop everybody's link, but Heartland's link and AJ's link. Yeah, y'all got to check it out. Check these fellas out, man. They got good channels.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like Ripper for Life because he brought in Chris Green, and I welcome Chris Green to his friends, and all of them I got on live stream doing the same thing we're doing.
Yeah, that was a great live stream. That was a great live stream. I don't think it's Chris Green though. I think his first name's something different.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Chris
Damn,
Green.
now it's done slipped my mind. I mean, this dude's one of the biggest voices on YouTube, and I can't. It won't.
Jericho Green.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he's a farm boy. He is a 100% farm boy, but he speaks his mind.
Heartland.
We got it, babe.
He's on really late at
What's
night.
up, Justjosh? I see
So
you.
what do you think, man?
I
That's
see
a
you.
motorcycle. What do you think's going on, man? Tyrannical government, they're just taking over. What do you think?
They're doing every possible thing they can to fully drop the hammer. You know, this is the straw. This could be the straw that breaks that camel's back. There are so many people that they don't even have their numbers right because, you know, what kind of poll? Where did they get their number that 80 million don't have or don't want it or something like that? Okay, where are they getting that? And I think that number is way high. They're throwing shit at the wall and hoping everything sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This, just like I came from Angry Preppers live stream, and he was spot on about they're drawing battle lines and everything that he said in that, and he's spot on with that. And I go to work this morning, and my boss and I'm talking with the guys in my crew, and we're all experts. Okay. We're all trained professional experts in our field and what we do, and all of us are all on the same page. We are all ready to be fought. Let me
wow.
We are all ready. And if we work, and I try to keep this kind of coded or whatever, however you do, but we work for a small municipality, okay? And my entire crew is ready to be fired because of this. So let them do it.
Yeah.
Because we have them by the ball. We do. Okay. The experts in their field, and this is important. The expert, if they have been on the fence, and there's a lot of on the fence kind of guys, and that's fine. But you disagree with what's going on. Yeah. The tyranny or the overreaching government. We have them. We actually do, because a lot of us experts make it work for the rest of everybody else.
Yes, agreed.
Good point.
If we stay strong together, just like a bundle of arrows, you can't break a bundle of arrows, but you can break one at a time. Right. And that's what individually we need to kind of solidify with the guys we work with the people that we've probably already been vetting ourselves, that we didn't know that we were doing this to people, kind of picking out who's going to do what and who's going to cave, because I guarantee you all that there's somebody who's going to cave. You can probably pick them out in a crowd. Yes. So and we should have known for the last year and a half that we can pick the right ones in our, as far as our neighbors go, as far as our coworkers go, as far as our family members go. We need to just be the bundle of arrows, man. Telling, because it's coming.
Well, what got me was what happened. Their first mistakes, their second mistake, then AF. You know, when I said AF, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Then they demand them to do it, and now they're doing it to everybody. I'm going like, well, you just went through the whole fucking system.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Right. I do have something. There's opportunity here, because when like you said, Heartland, you are a professional. You are on it. You know how to do it. If you end up having to leave because of this, The opportunity is you can start your own business. You can privately go take your expertise and start your own business, and many people could do it. And maybe that could happen. Maybe we could see this could actually save small business in a way, because a bunch of small businesses could spark up from all these people that got to leave these big time jobs and walk away from them. And you can't tell small business what to do. I mean, I guess you can, but you know it's going to be harder. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, just a little something.
Absolutely. And having multiple fields of expertise under your belt or your experience, you have so many different options to fall back on. If said thing happens to you, so don't just think that everything you've done up into a certain point that, okay, now I've got my great job and this. No, everything you've done up to that point, you can fall back on other things. Like you said, me in this circumstance, for me, I'm a level 2 water distribution operator. And there's not too many going that way. And you know how much it costs to create one of them? Way too much for this municipality to make another. They're gonna have to outsource my entire crew of 8 men, which would cost so much money. So I think what they're doing is they're probably calculating overhead cost and risk versus or not risk versus benefit.
Management.
Right. So the HR is probably saying, whoa, back up. If you can't do this, because we're going to lose the people that make sure that this city has running water.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
PT.
We are a group of 8, and we make sure that this city operates. 8 people run a city of 12,500 people. Think about it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is where we are at. Seriously, no. This birth pains. This is where we are at. Seriously.
Yeah, let me ask Heartland, bro. Did you ever in your life think that you would be mentally in this position?
I knew it all my life. Something was going to happen, and I was being prepared for it all my life. I knew it.
Spiritual.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I knew it deep down in here. Something prepared me for moments like this, and I pray to God it happens in my time and not my kids. And they're very young, and I want it to be me because I'm a warrior, and I want it to be me this time, not them.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you too. Just want to say that, Heartland.
Yes,
glad to have you in this country.
Hey.
People like you, man, that's gonna stand up and do the right thing, man, and handle shit.
That's the man.
Hey everybody, Preppertribe, thanks for letting me come on here. I gotta get this out. I gotta tell y'all. I just got an email, had a guy comment on one of my videos, and the long haul truckers said if the mandates are coming down, 9 out of 10 are walking. Everybody better prep up. You better prep up.
It's happening.
Birth
Yeah.
pain.
Oh, they're done. They're done. I just did a video about the trucker strike, and it lasted for 1 day because they couldn't unite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Lasted 1 day. Australia, they blocked the roads. And they took the videos down because their government doesn't want everyone to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's coming.
Just
It's
remember,
coming.
there's one of me here in Kansas, and there's 3 more brothers of mine up in the Northwest. So and we all think the same way.
Yes. Americans. Heartland. Look, I do physical therapy. I go in and out of, assisted livings. And I want to tell you, brother, there are people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
There are people that have the same heart that you have, that wish that they could do something. You know what I mean? veterans, but it's birth pains.
Oh, man.
Last year, when Bigfoot asked me, because he come home with that thing that come out here to the community eventually, with his boss showing him his phone after he got the number 1 and the number 2. He says, "Look, I'm not going to make you get it, but it's coming and it's coming hard.
Yeah.
Are you ready? I respect your decision, but are you ready to lose out on $16,000 to $20,000 next year?" Bigfoot came home to me and he says, "Are you ready for me to possibly lose my job?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "As long as, that's what it means and that's what it takes. We're going to prep hard. We're going to prepare." And because, that's why we started prepping. It's crappy weather and job loss, right?
Yeah.
And in case anything happens. So here we are, because we knew that last year.
Yeah.
We talked about this last year. A lot of us told the community we didn't want it to happen. And now all of a sudden, there's it seems like a quarter of the community is shocked. It's like, really? This is what we've been talking about for over a year.
Mhm.
And, some of us haven't had a channel for a year yet, but, it's been pretty dang close. All of us have talked in chat before we had a channel. But that's where, and then 10, is it okay? We 10 has a friend. Well, he's all of our friend now, named AB.
Yeah.
He's a trucker.
Indian.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
This is real. This is happening now. This is real.
You can speak on it if you want, 10.
Well, AB was, I guess his wife, she works for a medical place and they're giving her the ultimatum and
She got her letter today.
Yeah, she got a letter. And he's had it and he's a Georgia boy and he's a good old Georgia boy, okay?
Yeah.
So he's still got that older thinking mentality and he's fired up and pissed. I'm just wondering, whoa,
Yep.
how many more people are this is bad.
Millions.
Yes, the numbers are staggering against what's happening to us. Actually, they don't want to tell you true numbers because they know they're outnumbered.
Yes. Facts.
They absolutely know it. So I don't know who I was listening to, but they were talking about how powerful our mind is they know how powerful we are.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's why the push for confusion and fear and all this,
Division and hate.
forefront of our, visual cortex. It's at the front all the time. I had to take a step back, really, from all the news because it was triggering me to the point where I was gonna act before I needed to, and I think that's they really want, because all they're doing is they're able to single out individuals.
Yes.
Who are
it's a psyop. It's a psyop.
Right.
It's a psyop, and I'm ex-Navy, and it's creating chaos. The more chaos and division you can create, the more people get confused what's real and what isn't real, and you do have to step back. You definitely have to step back. But you know what? The line is getting drawn. The line was drawn. The line was drawn yesterday, and either you have to decide, each one spiritually, your family, what your next step is going to be, because there's no turning back. There's no turning back. It's going forward, and it's going forward quickly.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Justjosh. You're bursting. You're about ready to burst up there.
You're good. You just did it. Get your house in order, people. Get your house in order. You got it, brother.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for having me, Prepper.
They know that we're in the way, and they know that the push is going to be hard.
Yeah.
The issue is this: people want to hold on to the old ways.
Yes.
Everybody on this panel, we want the old ways. They have to remove that to put their plan forward.
Mhm.
Ain't gonna
Wait,
happen.
You're right.
Yeah.
They want
That-
the old ways, but we're so used to the comfortable couch that we're sitting on, and we don't even understand what it
Uncomfortable.
to square up to an enemy in our face, because we did it, and it was the living conditions, every condition prior to our our Declaration of Independence. You think those guys had it really easy, where they're sitting on their couch listening to watching Netflix and stuff, and those guys had looked the strongest military and Navy in the eyes and said, "F you, we're doing our own thing." So we're
Well, and the thing is that every single man, woman, and child has to wake the warrior, because we all have it. It's in our blood. It's from our ancestors. That's why we're not like Australia. That's why we have not laid them down. Okay, I don't want to say anything. I don't know what trigger words, but we haven't laid them down, and I honestly don't believe that people will.
Wait, really?
I don't think people will.
I think they'll be aligned. There'll be
Oh, there's
people
gonna
on
be a
one
line.
side and another, kind of like Washington State. It's all liberal on the east side, or excuse me, west side. You got the east side, we're all a bunch of patriots, Americans. We love dogs and trucks and our pew pews, and we vote red more so. And I already see the division in just my state.
Yeah.
You're in.
Well, and I've met one of those people. Actually, I seen her again today here in the Ozarks, and she is walking. Literally, I talked to her. She walked from the Ozarks in Missouri to Kentucky. She came back to the Ozarks, walked to Oklahoma. She carries her birds, her belongings, and everything. And you know what? People, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, if you decide that the line, you're gonna stand your ground, you can survive. You can,
Can I ask you guys a question, please? Not to
Yes,
interrupt.
sir.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Don't you guys realize that we've all been laying down this whole fucking time? We're on our
Almost
devices
definitely.
fighting a war that is in the physical, not the digital. And we're laying down as we speak. We're just talking on these devices without doing absolutely anything in the street. We're sitting here blaming each and every other side while they have us shackled right now looking at a black mirror. We're already docile. They're not worried about us. They're not even going to take our food from us. They want us right here looking at these screens.
Because it's a virtual reality.
Well,
It's a virtual reality. And until people get uncomfortable, that's when, if tomorrow our internet
That's when
went
it's going
down.
to happen is when we're uncomfortable.
That's
We're
what's
not
gonna
uncomfortable
happen. It's
enough
gonna be too
yet.
late. It's gonna be too late when we are uncomfortable, when we have no other options.
This girl's
Yep.
lived where she hasn't even had a couch just to sit on. So, you know, you put my laundry in a sled. Sometimes I couldn't even do that. I had to muster up whatever kind of cleaner for the clothes, get in the tub, stomp on the clothes with my feet, and then hang them up during the winter with my knuckles bleeding on a clothesline. And that's just like the tip of, that was nothing. That was cakewalk compared to some of the stuff I've done. However, am I ready for the shitstorm? Probably not, but I'm going to do the best I can.
Yeah.
Since I'm in a small town, all I'm doing is sitting there waiting on city cops, not the sheriff, city cops to make their mistakes. And then I figure everything will go as I don't want it, but I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Well, have you all talked to your sheriffs in your counties, in your towns? Have you gone and talked to, has anyone up here on panel gone and actually physically talked to your local sheriffs?
Man, I hide from my sheriff, Lake. What you talking about? That's the last motherfucker I want to see.
Not in my neighborhood. I ain't talking to the folks.
My neighbors are sheriffs.
Here in the upper at a redneck area, we have conversations with our police, and they're on our side. They're on our side.
Lake Ferry,
Yeah.
Preppertribe, do you need my incognito avatar?
I hear that.
Oh,
Press
that was
one. Press one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Because, yeah, they have to do what they're told, but in a nutshell, they abide by the Constitution.
Yeah.
But the Constitution right now is getting flipped. It's getting
Oh.
bit. It's getting trampled.
Back when my daughter was 13 years old, she looked up at me and she goes, Mom, we've been living under a false freedom for forever. We've never had real freedom. It's been false. She was 13 when she told me that.
Ah, that girl. Sounds like my daughter. She's 15 and speaks the same thing. She's in her bedroom right now listening to us right now.
Yeah.
And I had to mute and close off my mic, and my daughter's in my room now because apparently she was gawking over there at Justjosh, and I'm like, ay, ay, ay. Who's he? He's cute. And I'm like, you're 15. Go to your room.
Yeah. Hey, look. For me, clearly,
He's watching everything, everybody else, but like he said, you don't really have to worry too much about the sheriffs. You got to worry about these darn city cops.
yeah.
So I had to agree with
Yeah,
him.
but Ghost Prepper.
Oh yeah.
Ghost Prepper, you have a good point, though. Everybody, we're all
Yeah.
sitting here chuckling and laughing, but you know what? When the shit breaks loose, and what if tomorrow the internet went down, and people didn't have a way to communicate to each other? And you better have your mag in order. You better have, like Josh, you just said, have your house in order. You better have your surrounding like-minded people in order.
Yes.
But also think of it like this. Why would they take the shackles off of us so we can uprise? They're going to want to keep the internet on us. They're going to want to keep those chemical-filled foods in our cupboards while they're destroying our civilization. Not for us.
Yeah.
We're going to not barely see it. It's for our kids.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are being raised on these black mirrors.
Right.
Those are the ones that are being just injected into their brain. If you watch, let's say, kids' YouTube, right? It's not about the actual shows. Well, some of them are. But if you look at the ads to these shows, if you look at all these directions that AI is giving our children, those are who is in danger, not us. We already know. We already know there's a Father, there's a Son, there's a Holy Spirit. But us as parents are not raising our kids the way we were raised.
Yeah, facts.
Well, and
those are the targets.
I would think
The new system.
Let me just say one thing. Y'all. The other day I watched a kid. He plays video games on YouTube for like 8 to 10 hours.
Wow.
You can probably take all of our channels and put them in one, and he has like probably triple. So and that's what his reality is. That's his reality. This kid was like in his 20s. He's not a kid. He's a kid to me. I mean, I'm
right.
Yeah, but so do we chastise and get on him about it, or do we talk to their parents, to his parents? Even if he's 20, he obviously learned it growing up.
Yeah,
it's the parents that we need to talk to. Like, hey, like my daughter's in there watching us, but she's watching it on my TV because her devices are in her drawer. She don't even look at him no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how do you take someone in their 20s and even try to get them in a workforce or in a career when they're making probably $75,000, $100,000, $150,000 playing video games? What do you think?
Most definitely. That's when they're already lost, is when they already have so many years invested.
Yeah.
I mean, the sneaky stuff behind these devices, without getting all extra into that other world, black mirrors have been around for hundreds of years.
Ghetto Prepper.
Yes, sir.
I am with you 1,000%. The energy, spiritually speaking, the energy that we put into these black mirrors.
Yes,
we have one in our bedroom, probably right in front of our bed.
In case you don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. And I appreciate you, brother, for bringing this to our attention. Right now, we're looking at whatever energy is being displayed, me seeing you, talking to you, all this stuff. But it is a black mirror. I appreciate that.
And they're mining our minds.
Yes.
They are selling our next thoughts.
Yes.
On where we're going to swipe, where we're going to shop. It's not even about money. It's about the control that they give us. Anybody that's being introduced to the stuff that I'm talking about, watch a documentary called Social Dilemma. It'll break it all the way down. This is a documentary from
Yes.
the ex CEOs and presidents.
Right here, because what we are doing in this chat right now, we are actually doing the opposite of what they want, because we are like-minded individuals bringing light and bringing information and strength to people.
Yes.
A good light strength.
Using their weapons against them.
Exactly, but that's exactly what I mean. So
from the beginning of the internet, that can be used for good and it can be used for evil. So we have to use their own thing against them.
Yeah, Hutch.
Black Mirror is the device that you're typing on right now, brother.
Everything.
And it's been around since the satanic cults and the witchcraft, hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Brother,
all the way back. Yeah, all the way back.
What was the Disney cartoon with the witch who spoke into the Black Mirror?
What is it? Sleeping Beauty?
That's the Black Mirror.
Was it Sleeping Beauty? Yeah.
No, Snow White. Snow White.
Or Snow White. There you go. Yeah.
Snow White now.
So how does the enemy build and build and build and grow and grow and grow?
Yes.
It's fear fed. It's fear fed, right?
Yes, it is.
Right. So that's how they spread fear on the MSM, on your Black Mirrors. And as long as people keep getting fed or keep, getting fed fear, it keeps feeding the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as long as we keep talking about
variant, that's the most dangerous variant that they're spreading.
Do you know why? Seriously, look, do you know why? PORN. Do you know why it is free and everywhere right now? Because it derives that energy through the Black Mirror.
Sure does, man.
Programs your brain.
I had to search for that shit when I was a kid in my brother's drawers and shit. Now all kids have to do is just click a finger, and they have literally every single.
It's free.
Every kink they want. Well, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, seriously, it's
absolutely
the energy.
Disgusting.
And I just want to touch on.
But the energy, just Josh. You make some. I watch it, man, and the thing is we have to walk in faith, not fear.
Yes,
faith.
Amen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna touch on this real
every
quick.
Single day.
Yeah. So this is where I'm headed with this whole deal. Look, I did a video and I had no idea about Nebuchadnezzar. I had no idea about Daniel, about Mary Clay mixing with iron. AI wants God's essence, our spiritual essence. It wants trapped here on this planet, and that is what it is doing right now.
Don't you think that's why Elon Musk wants Neuralink in every human being?
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. Yes.
You got it, Josh.
And that is the war. When we decide to take the mark, we are saying that a piece of God himself will be locked here for them to continuously use us for emotions in the Black Mirror, for energy. Evil cannot grow. It cannot expand. It can't do anything. God is expanding in his power and his strength, and they want to trap that here. That is why we cannot take the mark of the beast.
Amen.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just.
Let me ask you a question, Josh. I've been meaning to ask somebody else about this.
Yeah.
Would we have free will if there was no devil?
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, it's a real question. Would we? I mean, we had to have the devil, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he already knew, I mean, this is a question more for God. I know that. If he already knew, then why would it be played out?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How were the angels given free will? Was there a devil up there?
We have power. We have he so loved us. So loved us that he was willing to put a piece of himself into us so that we would make the right decision.
See, a
Hell
lot
no.
of things, if you think about it, when he's talking about creating, he created angels first. Then what they call a jinn or demons would be second, and man come in third. So when it came down to free will, the main thing with the devil is he gives you a choice. That's your free will.
Yeah.
The demons don't want you to have that free will.
Exactly.
That's be watching who's trying to control who. If you watch the leaders, the congressmen and them talking, and then you look at Joe, he actually tells you what he wants. He wants mass control. He wants to be on
Yes.
TV. So that's telling you who started the mark.
Yeah.
Now, when we get that mark, that's when the devil's going to say, well, I don't need that nut no more. I just step up and do my own thing.
Yeah.
So you got to think. He did say free will. That's our main area, is our soul and our free will. We have the right to judge and think. That's
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I just know that he knew the serpent was going to be there, and he knew that Eve was going to say yes to that apple. If
Absolutely.
she didn't, we wouldn't have free will.
Yeah.
Because if we're running around here just loving on God, everything is beautiful. Why would we even need him? Because we probably wouldn't even love him because everything is so beautiful.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even know about him
We
without
wouldn't
evil.
appreciate him.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I appreciate my house because my ass didn't have a house when I was little. You know what I mean? You appreciate what you don't have, or you guys know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
What's going on is this right here. If
Let
they
me-
took the internet,
Tell you something about
they
dark.
took it and took the cell phones from me, well, they can't track me. That's why I never go around. Maybe I might carry my phone maybe twice, like to a store or that. That's it. Anywhere else I go to my friends, they can't track me.
And people have a misconception too. They think if they turn off their tracker on their phone but have it in their pocket, they're not being tracked.
You need to throw
You're
that
being
shit in the
tracked.
garbage. Yeah.
You're being tracked.
Heartland, we couldn't hear you, bro.
What's up, brother?
Am I breaking up? Am I crackling?
You're all right. You're all right.
A little better now, yeah.
Better than usual, Heartland.
Yeah.
Usual, huh? Okay.
My wife said that earlier. Sorry.
Oh, good gracious.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's funny.
I don't know what's going on here. It's my.
If it helps, she just smacked me for you.
What?
Sorry, Heartland.
No,
Hello, ghetto Miss Prepper.
you're all good. I'm soaking it up. I'm taking things in at face value. I'm listening, and I have disagreements, but I have agreements all at the same time.
Yeah.
And when I think about as above and so below, and with the creation of light and dark, right? So you can't have, and as far that all plays in with good and evil, light and dark. You cannot have light without darkness, because if you create something in the light, it's going to cast a shadow, and in the shadow there's the darkness, right? So there's always going to be darkness, no matter what. On this earthly realm, there's going to be evil, because without good, there's evil. Without, wait,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be here on this earthly realm. It just depends on where that pendulum is swinging the hardest, and it always comes back. It's a cycle, man, and it comes back real hard. It just depends on how vested we are in our beliefs of good. The good in us. It really transcends. So transcendence of religion is really where it is. So the good in people transcends all this darkness. So if you have good in you, if you know that you're good, that it will overcome that.
Yes.
That's where we should be kind of solid in our foundation.
Yes.
We know that we're gonna do something right. someone in our life.
Heartland, you're gonna be one of the formers of those mags that I was talking about. Those mags that yeah. No, I hate this.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah, he's gonna form one of those mags that's gonna be communicating with like the barbed wired malls that are gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? But man, the good book tells it all, brother. We have a spiritual future ahead of us. This system, I think there will be a initial, seriously, Heartland, seriously, and it's gonna be a good fight. There's going to be a initial pushback.
Right.
And
Yes.
yes, there will be. But the good book tells us that this system will go away for a period. We will have a couple of years. Then after that, God will come. He will make things renewed, and then it will be wonderful. But we've got a couple of years of just some absolute shite.
Okay. I riddle you guys this though.
Yes.
With the amount of misinformation that we receive daily, more than our brains can even comprehend, are we even going to know when this system is put in place? Do you really think we're going to be wide-eyed and opened out of our black mirrors, or are we going to still be sucked in with misinformation and, hey, look over here while all this is happening? Because most people don't even think shit hit the fan yet. Mine's been in my bug out for a whole year now.
Brother, if you know about Black Mirrors, you're okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you don't,
because regardless of what they do, all of their implications, all of the strategies that they put into place, it like history repeats itself, and you should know that. If you're not religious, you already do know that history will repeat itself, and we're doing it again. And there are people who have survived, and there are good men.
But if we're watching it happen again, why aren't we doing anything instead of this? Not to knock this, because I love this, but we should have already been on the streets a year ago.
No, you don't.
You know what?
You should not do that.
Yeah, they want a smooth transition.
Yeah, God wants it. We're doing what God wants right now, talking to each other, working as a team, trying to get to the Bible. It's like what Tribe said. He's got to get back with the Bible. For a rapture, well, all he's got to do is go back to the 10 Commandments. Then read the New Testament and stay with faith and hope and loyalty to God. That's all he has to do. What we're doing is waiting to see what each part of the time, our history, and we see what's going on. We're the watchers who's seeing history unfold. And we're watching it with the Bible. But we don't do nothing until God wants us to.
Yeah.
Yes. If I didn't have this, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys now. Explaining that. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm here. And I'm making a difference because I'm already in my community.
Yeah.
Of
Heartland.
1,500.
Heartland, I'm gonna make a suggestion, brother. And this is not just Josh being weak and wimpy. I'm just saying. No, I feel you, and I appreciate you 1,000%.
I understand.
But don't make it be known.
Amen, POTB.
I agree with Prepper outside the box. That's my brother.
That was pretty much my point. Sorry to cut you off, Josh.
No, you're good, brother.
You're doing great.
Because you gotta stay incognito. You gotta stay incognito. That's
Yeah. If the algorithm and AI is working right now, they have a file on all of us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
I might have just checked a couple boxes, brother.
Incognito.
The disappearance from me. I'm becoming the ghost.
If that keeps me under the wire, I want to be in the fucking spotlight.
All right, I got you. We need you. We're gonna need more of that.
I want to be in the spotlight. Bring it on, motherfuckers.
That's what's gonna light the match.
It's 12:03. And Eastern time. Is anyone else not 12:03 right now?
No,
I'm
1204. 1204 here.
12:04. Well, it's
It's-
9:04. Actually.
That's right. Well,
Yeah,
then,
it's 9:04 around here.
behind us. But for us on the East Coast, it's now September 11th.
1104.
Oh! Hey, Lake Ferry Prepper, did you see the
Yeah.
building that's burning in Italy?
There's a building burning in Italy.
Prayers for all those lost on 9/11. Let's just say, you know what I mean? We
Can
got to
I-
throw it out there, y'all. Prayers for
Yeah,
everybody lost
most
on
definitely.
9/11.
Yeah.
Can we all
Yeah.
take a good 10 seconds at least?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up.
At least in my lifetime, that's the only thing that's happened to my country that hit me where it hurts. Bad.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No
And
doubt.
we can't forget. We can't forget.
Hey,
I
can I
Y'all-
go Preppertribe?
Off the wall prepper. I got to get out of here. I have a video to edit, and another one of my videos just went like 57,000 views, and they went crazy. And so I need to see what's going on.
Shit,
Y'all have
I
a
need to
good
borrow
night.
your-
Prepper.
I need to borrow your title then. Shit. The hell's
was
going
nice
on
to
over there off the wall?
I'm off the wall. I'm off the wall and out of the box. Prepper Tribe, go ahead. Just give me some recognition, okay? And thanks for having me on. Everybody have a great night. Justjosh, keep it up, man, because we listen to you. Dragonflies, she's my better half, and she loves listening to you, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh,
All right.
Have a great night,
Keep
Outlaw.
pushing.
Everybody
Keep pushing. Thank you for coming up.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, everybody stay safe and healthy. Lake Ferry, keep at it, man. Your video was awesome.
Off the wall, I'll be watching you. I like the videos.
I like his energy.
I think Heartland's
I
trying
do
to
too.
get
Preppertribe.
something.
Did you see it? Prepper Tribe?
Hold up, Cherokee. Hold up, Cherokee.
Cherokee. Oh, hey, brother. Hey, I just wanted to say, after that moment of silence, that's great. I love that. Where were you on that day? What happened?
Oh shit! I know exactly what was going on with me, but we'd be here for 30 minutes if I said everything.
Put that in a Preppertribe nutshell and send it to the next person.
I was on my way to work, and we were listening to the radio, and boom, there was a plane that hit the Twin Towers. Then we got to the job. We had to set up the radio before anything else because I'm like, man, that's weird. You know, that don't happen. And then boom, we heard the second one hit. Now we had just did the Marriott connected to the Twin Towers in '99. So
wow.
I was there for 2 months. So I knew people that worked in there. I cut up my rug that we were doing the Marriott. We cut it up in the garage where in '93 they blew up that U-Haul truck or whatever it was. I mean, all the walls were black. You could touch them and get, you know, the residue on your fingers. So my uncle was actually in New York doing some repairs on carpet, and I thought he was at that Marriott. So I told the guy I was working with, I'm like, we're out of here. I need to go check on my uncle. So I went straight to a payphone, and I called my aunt. And my uncle was actually at the Marriott Marquise in New York City. So he wasn't at that Marriott. But on the way to that payphone is when I heard there's a plane in Pennsylvania and there's F-16s on their way to intercept. And then boom, it was like not too long after that, they said that the plane had crashed. Did anybody else? I remember this. And I'm not going to get into conspiracy of things. You know, I'll believe that, you know, there was heroes on that plane and God bless them.
Right.
But there was some things going on at that time. But then I left and I got a hold of my uncle and I dipped out and was headed home to get on the TV. And I must have watched the TV for a month straight.
Yeah.
Just waiting for us to fuck some shit up, to be honest.
Fucking off.
Justjosh, you go. What?
Oh man, really? Seriously? All right. So before physical therapy, I was a mechanic, and I was working at Firestone, and was working on a car in the shop, right? and I'm working, and then I turned and I looked at like the area where like all the people who are waiting for their cars to be fixed are sitting watching television, drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And everybody was standing up, staring at the one television in the waiting room. And I'm like, what the? Even the manager, everybody. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I drop my wrenches, walk over into like the waiting room, and everybody's just like watching this. And so I look at it, and they're showing the planes actually like flying to the building. And I'm just like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the rest of the day, the rest of the evening, everybody was kind of like spaced out, and like work really didn't matter. Get the cars done, get them out, and we're just gonna chill for the rest of the day and just take this in. And like you said, I knew shock and awe was coming right after that. And the next couple of days, I knew that something was gonna go boom, really loud and big. But man, just the people falling from the buildings, you know what I'm saying? Watching the videos of like the smoke, the dust. Yeah, it was bad, man. Yeah, it was bad. And you pray for all those people, and I knew something had changed within our country. We had turned the page. Something big had changed
Immediately.
Yeah.
For all those American flags the day after.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
I want that now.
I've been seeing it.
Cherokee. I'm not cutting you off. Go ahead, Josh. I just get ready, Cherokee, because you next.
Just driving through neighborhoods. I've been seeing the flags. You know what I mean? And when you're driving through different neighborhoods and you do see the flag here and there and here and there, you can't help but think, okay, Patriot. You know what I'm saying? You know that they're more than likely ready to do the things. And so that's all. Yeah, man. Wow.
Cherokee.
Me, I was in the moving business. I was in that area. I even still got it on my telephone.
Wow.
And I wish it would be the exact same way it was in 9/11.
No doubt. Heartland.
Yeah. And I will say it, I won't be watching no damn government people.
Yeah.
Man. It was my senior year at high school.
Really?
I was taking 2 classes at high school, at the local high school, and I was homeschooled for the rest. I remember I'd get up and I was very self-sufficient. My mom would go to work, my dad would be at work, everybody else would be doing the thing. Both my brothers were in the Marine Corps, and so I was constantly trying to figure out where they were. And when I saw that morning, it was a beautiful morning too. Oh man, in Washington State, on the southeastern Washington, man, it was the most beautiful morning ever. That's what I remembered, because everything had gone down already, thousands of miles away, when I was still sleeping. So when I woke up to this a fucking nightmare. This is it. I'm still like trying to drink coffee, and it's like, this is so unreal. I didn't even believe it. But immediately I started thinking about my brother. What the fuck? Where are they? What are they doing? I want to know right now, because I'm about to go down to my the Marine Corps recruiter office and get signed up. That never happened, because my brothers had made it back to the States, and they told me specifically not to answer any phone calls for them, because they were done with their deployment. They were done with the Marine Corps. They were out. They were honorably discharged. So they had specifically said that they're nowhere to be found. They're on vacation, honeymoons, whatever. But
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school, and it was a very surreal moment, and I was ready to go that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I hear that. 10, you next. Do you remember where you was when 9/11 happened? You got your mic muted. I don't know if you're there or not.
Lake Fairy's got her mic muted too.
She may.
There she is.
Okay, so there's a little secret about 10, and sometimes she has to mute real quick. So maybe someday you'll all learn about that.
All right.
Yeah, so she'll be back. She's there. She's just not there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's on you, Heather. It's on you. Where was you at?
Yes.
Well, my oldest daughter was born in 93. And in 2001, that morning, we went to the hospital to go get her heart checked to check on her heart murmur. As we were waiting, we noticed a bunch of people were flooding the TV area. Well, then doctors and nurses were coming out, and there was a lot of noise and, oh my God, and like crying. And well, we went over and we saw it on the TV, what was happening. And as the second one hit, we saw it on TV live. That's where I was that day. And we were scared. I was a little scared for my daughter to go in. They let me go in with her. We did find out that day that her heart murmur was gone, but I did not send my daughter to school that day. I kept her home with me. That's it, short and sweet.
Gotcha.
So it was a bad day and a good day for me all at the same time.
Well, embarrassingly enough, I was actually asleep and I wouldn't get up as my brother's screaming at me, holding his fucking AK. He's screaming at me, we're being attacked. Now, the reason I was asleep is because I had just got off of a Greyhound bus for 3 days because I was living on the East Coast, and I got home on September 10th. And I remember very vividly that I was actually because I lived in Florida there for a while. And so on my way back on the Greyhound, we had intertwined with some Greyhounds that were going to New York. And man, my stomach hurt so bad because I was talking to these people, oh, y'all going to New York? I'd love to go to New York one day, just having normal conversations. Mm-hmm. And but for some reason, man, I just had this just weird feeling talking to them. And then anyway, so when I got home, I finally actually woke up. Like I said, I was on the bus for 3 days, didn't sleep very well. So I woke up probably about an hour after everything happened, and then that's when we started watching the news and all that. Well, my brother was already fucking ready. He's thinking they're fucking coming to our house, which, I mean, it's the right kind of mind frame, honestly. You know what I mean? But
I think we were all thinking that way, really.
Yeah, locked and loaded, ready to go. But I just remember that was, I got a lot of times I've been sad in my life, just given, life itself happening. But that right there, it kind of instilled a darkness in my stomach that just honestly has never went away. And it's only gotten worse as an adult, and even more worse as I've had kids. Mm-hmm. Whether it was set up or it was an attack or whatever it was, it happened. And it's going to happen again, because I do believe that 9/11 was actually more of a experiment, more of the beginning. You know what I mean? It was a small thing that not small. Don't get me wrong, please. I'm just saying it was a lot smaller than what's to come. If that makes more sense. Don't think I would ever think it was small, but
we got you.
It's just, and now I'm just, I'm more worried about my kids experiencing their 9/11 because I know it's going to be bad. It's going to be something I won't be able to help them with, other than prep them right now for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tim's back, and can I add one more thing to mine? It
Mhm.
was a little crazy that day, and the reason I didn't send my daughter to school after her whole thing was because even though we're upstate and we're almost 5 hours away, but I live in New York.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 10, we're coming back to you. I see the mic is open, and I know you're ready to tell us.
Okay. So my family and I were waking up, and I was getting the kids breakfast, and we turn on the TV, and we find out that there's a plane that crashed, and we're like, oh, okay. And it was on what channel was that? Brian Gumball channel or whatever. I can't remember that. The one that's in New York, the big morning program. And so we found out, and as we were, eating breakfast, we saw that happen. And I didn't let my son go to school that day. And my daughter took off and went to school, and I freaked out. And I went and gassed up all the cars, and I went and got her from school, and her parent or her home room teacher was just all pissed, like because I was pulling her out of school. And I said, she's going to learn a lot more about what's going on right now on the computer, being at home safe where I'm at, versus being in your class. And I just pulled her out. And we went home, and my husband thought I was crazy because I filled up all the cars.
Yeah.
That was
Smart
the first
move.
thing I don't know why I did that, but
Good job.
Yeah.
you got at least 600 miles
Yeah.
in those tanks of gas. From
You saw Ida.
and this is way before I even, got to where I am now, where I understand the bigger picture of things, you know what I mean? So I guess it's always been in me a little bit. Yeah.
Yes,
Prepper.
man.
Yes. Time.
Before conservative goes, I just want to explain a little something real quick because it might give some people some ideas of how it goes. When I worked at the Twin Towers, you had to. I carried an ID on my necklace because you had to show an ID going through every single door. It was more secure there than at a Navy base because of the stuff that happened in '93. Now, when you're going through these doors and there's security officers there all the time and you're there for 2 months, you become friends with these people because you end up eating in the same cafeterias. You end up, there was a mall underneath. You got the Twin Towers, the Marriott. It was like one big, huge block. And you had a mall underneath, and then underneath that mall, you had a Subway. So you ran into people at the mall, you take your lunch break, somebody else takes a lunch break, you end up meeting people and learning about people. And I became really good friends with a bunch of security. And I just remember that whole day, I just knew I would never be able to reach out to them to see if they were okay. And still to this day, I don't know if they made it or not. And I can guarantee you that some of them stayed in that building until it came down. And that's what's always messed with me through all these years is that I know I had friends that were lost there. And I know plenty of people lost family, friends, but it's just one little story that can get it, make you think about it that, man, it was such a tragic event. Terrible.
It was.
They're still identifying people. They just identified 2 more yesterday.
Wow.
From
Really?
2001.
Wow.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, POTB. Thank you, sir, my friend.
I'd like to touch on kind of what the chat was talking about, how we all need to unite like we did after September 11th. And I'm only gonna. Oh, go ahead, Prepper.
We just want to give conservative because
Oh, my bad.
he never got his
went.
in.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Conservative.
Conservative.
How you doing, guys? Well, I was in grade 5 when it happened. I was a young pup, obviously. I think it was around 11 o'clock, like 10:30 in the morning. the principal comes on the intercom, says America is under attack.
Wow.
Oh.
And that's when they said that 2 planes hit the World Trade Center. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, what the hell is going on? You know, we're young kids, you know?
Yeah.
And so they let us go early that day. They sent everybody home, like, immediately. And I get home, and I just remember looking on the news. Freaky thing. I actually had a dream that I was on top of the World Trade Center, and it collapsed. That was the day before it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Seriously.
And then you see it actually happen. Like, what?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was
But it goes to show
tragic.
you. It goes to show you you were in 5th grade and you know it hit everybody, whether you was 10 years old or 100 years old. Like that event, everybody paid attention. Everybody was looking. The world didn't matter how old you were, who you were.
Everybody was grieving. People in UK, everywhere. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That was the biggest loss of life since the Civil War.
Yeah.
3,000 people died that day.
Wow.
And I get the images in my head. There's people jumping like hundreds of stories down to their death.
Yeah.
It was awful. Like they were just like they're gonna die. They were just gonna. And you just hear hit the cement like oh.
I want to add something to that because just to give you an idea, when you stood on the sidewalk outside and the Twin Towers were in front of you, if you looked up, you couldn't even see. You could probably see halfway up, maybe a little bit more than halfway up. You couldn't see the top of the building. I mean, these things were just monster buildings. Yeah. Like it was amazing. It was such an amazing 2 buildings.
Very, very tall buildings too.
Yeah.
Don't they have like a I don't know, like a big skyscraper there, or is it just a memorial?
I think they built one building, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep.
And of course, Potato Head's not even gonna do an address tomorrow.
Wow. Seriously?
He was told not.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I'm sorry if you guys disagree, but I don't want to hear that man talk.
I don't either.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But he was told not to even attempt?
Oh, I don't remember who told him, but yeah, now several people have told him, don't you even dare. He's a disgrace to our country.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and making threats towards 80 million Americans yesterday.
Yeah, he's a puppet.
Oh, he's asking for it.
Everything our country stands upon, he is trying to break down. He has no right to speak tomorrow. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
that's what he said yesterday. I'm sure it's a lot more pissed off people than we can imagine.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what do you guys think about the 18th? You think anything might transpire?
I'm not really sure of any date. And
I don't deal with dates neither because
I hear you, man. I hear you. Ghetto
sorry,
Prep.
Lake. I didn't.
I know this.
I don't say anything is gonna happen, okay? But for me, the 13th, De Blasio basically came out. This was like 2 weeks ago. De Blasio came out and he was like clean and cut. This is the enforcement date for the passport for New York. That's right around the corner. Like he legit came out. There was multiple videos. I don't know if he's back down from that or not. But then the 18th, that one caught me by surprise. But it's supposed to be some form of a protest gathering in support of the political prisoners from January.
6th, yeah.
Don't say that.
MSM's been pumping it. The fences are going back up around the Capitol. I'm just saying. That's facts.
Well,
He's kind of
the saying goes, when the people fear the government, there's tyranny. When
Gotcha.
the government fears the people, there's freedom.
Gotcha. I believe it. Yeah.
All right.
But what's to come? What's to come? Because, you know, people think, oh, it's because they're doing what they're doing now that they're putting these things up.
Yeah.
Nah, if they were gonna put things up for what they've done, they would have did it before they came out with this shit. Like, what is to come? What are they getting ready to do? Why are they putting this shit up?
Yeah.
They've already pulled the stunt. They've had the fences up for months.
Whatever their plan is, they upped their plan. They put it on hyperdrive. So their plan is 2 to 6 years ahead of what their plan was. Why did they go full steam ahead? I don't know. I have no idea.
Gotcha.
I got sort of an idea. If you guys pay attention into any of the Sun news, the storm, the storms on the Sun, the storms on the Sun have been historical, just to say the least.
Yep.
There's a reason why we're burning and freezing and flooding and all this at the same time.
Yep.
The typhoon that's happening right now just broke every historic record that's going on. I mean, I believe we are being forced to talk about the vax, excuse my language, to talk about the arm candy, to talk about the this, the black, the white, the gay, the straight. I believe we are having our phones in our black mirrors to not look at the sky as the sky is just it.
Yes.
I believe.
Really, Sam?
Yes, that's what I talk about all the time. That's all I talk about is something's coming in the sky, and God's been trying to tell us. And God said, tinfoil, you need to circle back to where you first met people on the internet. What were you doing? I was sky watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then from there, it led to all this other stuff with the ISW and looking at the LASCO. And I live right by Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, Mount,
Oh, we in the same neighborhood. We in the same neighborhood, Tim.
There it is.
Are you in FEMA Region 10?
Did you get? did you get that layer of ash the other day?
Oh, from the fires around us?
They say it was the fires. We just woke up to a layer. It was perfectly clear the night before, so I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I live in the armpit of Washington State, but I live on the red side, so.
Okay, I'm a bit more up in Oregon, but yeah, we got a nice little layer of ash. Just meteorologist. Oh, it just rained. There was some ash in the sky. What the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah,
we have had a lot of fun.
Why you're in a bad mood today? Because it's the funkiness of the sun. It throws up all kinds of
headaches. I mean, you'll physically and mentally feel when the sun is hitting us, and it has been letting off so many CMEs.
Well, not just that. We had like back-to-back CMEs, and then we had an M-class flare, and then more CMEs. And the Schumann's firing off right now as we speak, peeps. And this is recording on the light side of the Earth right now in Russia or something. It's from the Tomsky. So
yeah, Russia actually sent one of their thingamajiggies up, and they caught that. I can show you.
I'm waiting for an EMP.
You guys,
we won't need EMP.
I'm waiting
we got
for
the
a
CME.
Carrington event. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, and if that happens, that's going to definitely put us back into the dark ages.
That's the only thing that's going to save us at this point, Tim. I personally believe that.
But you know what I think? Okay, this is just my thought as a tinfoil cat. I just play one on the internet, though. Okay, so what if the little stuff in the ouchie Fauci is some kind of a, like a tracker, Okay, so then all the electricity goes down and it takes them months to get it back up. And then all these computer people, they flip on the switch, and then everybody glows on a map that survived.
Wow.
Because within a week, our society's going to break down to, it'll be The Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can understand your theory. I'm kind of a minority probably here. I don't really care about the ingredients of the arm candy because they can put it in my top ramen if they really wanted to. I think it's about the control and the system that they put in play. I really don't think the ingredients are something that is to be worried about. I mean, that's just me. I also
No, I
believe now,
understand.
but I also believe the reason why it is called the C word is because I believe this virus came from the actual sun itself.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
That's
Well,
that one where the
coronal
magnetic
one coronal mass ejection. I mean, look at everything else the sun does to us. I
Right.
mean, who says it can't give us things that, you know, I mean, that's just my, you know.
And there could be viruses out in the upper atmosphere, and then
Well, they
you break
brought some
through
back.
that, you know,
He's
the
correct.
magnetosphere, and it causes like radiation poisoning and shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I mean, if it can poison us,
Say something. Every single known element is created in the corona of the sun.
Thank you. See, that is my point.
Really?
What coincidence that it's named the corona.
Chaotic tape created in the corona of our
Element 115? Is that the one with UFOs stuff?
every single element known to man,
Wow.
created in the corona of our sun.
That's simple.
Our sun is a glowing ball of plasma. It is not a lonely nuclear bomb going off in the vacuum of space.
Right.
It is a plasma charge. And it will create every known element. Go.
And that is why
Back away from that.
well, that is
That's
why I
another
have the
good theory.
Well, it's kind of funny how last year it was all out there about how they went up and they found something on, I forgot where they found it. Let's just say Mars for sake of argument. And they brought some viruses back. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, when you look it up, it's changed because, you know, the Black Mirror, when you go on it, it changes because the narrative changed. Now it says that it's a conspiracy theory that that's even true.
Not just 6 months ago, the International Space Station found 3 germs, bacteria, whatever, that has not even been known to mankind.
Right.
Yeah. And it was found on their space station.
Yeah, now, if you look it up now, it'll actually tell you.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't.
So with that. Okay, so now you guys really think about my theory. Now see how far I am out there. So think about the elite as preppers, right? You know, all the top motherfuckers that we know are evil, whatever, and not on the spiritual side, but they're just evil, right? But but they're preppers, right? So what would happen if they knew the sun was going to either explode, extinct us, whatever? Wouldn't they take the necessary steps to control the people while they're getting the fuck off of this rock, or they're buying bunkers in New Zealand, or so we're distracted by all of this stuff while these motherfuckers are buying up the farmland, buying up the water, so their lineages can survive whatever's going to happen. Now, mind you, I believe in Revelations. I don't think it's going to work out the way they want it to, but I do believe that we're living through what they're trying to do, as in them being preppers.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hear from them. They would disappear. They would disappear prior to the event. So if they knew it was coming, they would disappear, and like rats off a ship, they would disappear 6 months to a year prior to the event. So
exactly
is what we're seeing in the news all like green screened.
Or robotics and AI. I mean, robots they can make a robot that looks identical to me.
Yeah.
They can make a robot that can have your baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done a video on it.
They are, man.
Good point there.
Since it is plasma, that would make the Bible right about the lake of fire. Since it's all burning, it ain't going to stop. Since it's plasma. So you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think this video is gonna last very long, Prepper Tribe.
Shit, we gonna muscle through it. We gonna muscle through it, brother.
I'm just talking about they're gonna take this shit down quick.
Heartland.
For entertainment purposes only.
Heartland.
Yeah.
So what's the plan of action, brother? What's the game plan?
Game plan?
Yeah. What's the plan of
God,
action?
forgiveness. That's it.
Now, Heartland's was expert, professional.
Yeah, he's a professional.
Professional.
I do things for a.
No, I got you. I'm saying, so plan of action. What do you think? What do you see? What do you see within the next month? Do you see anything popping off? Do you see protests? Do you see any call to action? Anything like that?
Actually,
Yes.
if this asshole really thinks he's gonna make a difference,
Yes.
the asshole in chief,
Yes.
within the next month, like things are going in a position like mine, yeah, things are gonna kick off very quickly within the next month.
Okay.
There are multiple states that are already saying you can go F yourself. So look up those states. There isn't enough, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
There are states that are F you. We don't agree with that, and that's why I am emailing my state
Gotcha.
every day to make sure that they know that there's people here that they need to listen to because their jobs are on the line.
Gotcha.
Because they answer to us, not that asshole.
Facts. Big facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why every state has their own constitution.
I'm trying to make waves. I'm making waves in a small part of the country that really needs to be a big part of the country.
Right.
Dab smack in the fucking middle.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you would have put a pin in the middle of the United States, yeah, you'd find me.
Gotcha.
So, and I want to spread out from there. So I want to make waves from here out.
Yeah. Hey, fam, Heartland is not bullshitting at all. I just want to make that clear. Yeah, I feel your
That's what's up. It sounds like we need more people like him. That's for sure.
Man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sure, what it takes. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna make sure that the people here in the community, because I know them too. I know them. Actually, I was in Discord and talking to them today because of what I do. They were asking questions and they were sending messages like, "Oh, what do I do? What's going on?"
Yeah.
Well, here's a brief explanation of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and because I'm opening all the fire hydrants in town. They're wondering why I'm doing that.
Right.
And so someone said, "Oh, I'm not touching all that drinking water." Okay, that's fine if you don't want to drink it, but here's an explanation of why I'm opening fire hydrants. Because I'm inspecting them. I'm circulating the water through the town and cleaning. And this is just a benefit of me doing this. I'm cleaning the gutters and making sure the storm drains, flush. And
I'm with you.
I can inspect those hydrants and make sure that they're functional when a fire truck rolls up to it and plugs in so they can fight a fire in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So these people are like, what do I do? Why is everything kind of like wacky? Why do I have low water pressure? Okay, let me break it down very, very easily. So I'm making a move in the community. Those direct and those very, and I was very cordial. I was polite. I was kind. But yet, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna do some damage. But I'm going to be on surface very kind because I'm a kind guy. You know,
Right.
art is kind. My skin is very hard from what I've learned and what I've grown up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I hear you, brother.
I want to be.
They say AI can monitor all these channels. AI can monitor all these live streams.
AI, my fucking asshole, dude.
Quantum computing, brother.
Yeah, quantum. They say they can monitor all these channels and decipher the keywords, the catchphrases, and they can categorize everybody on YouTube in one night. All boom.
Oh, they got me on.
That's interesting because how much energy does that take to do that for a supercomputer? And how much energy does that take for our brain to do the same thing? None.
That's what we're fighting. That's what we're going to be.
It will
Yeah.
never equal the one brain of a human body. All the supercomputers in the entire world will never equal the computing power of one human body. This is and never let it fear you or scare you about that because that is bullcrap.
I hear you.
More information in a few seconds than one supercomputer can do in a lot of time.
But this is what
I would have believed you 20 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But this is what has me questioning this whole thing, right? And I guess Musk, he says that this thing will grow exponentially. It will grow beyond. We can't even imagine where this thing will go.
That's why I told my kids to quit. I told my kids to quit asking Siri hard questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Educate her.
Yeah. But for me, the thing is with AI, and I'm gonna shut up. But we keep seeing these robots, this Tesla robot. We keep seeing, we see the robots jumping and running. But to be honest with you, in all reality, it's a show because AI would create something that would be 10 times more efficient than the human body to do specific tasks. So it won't be a robot looking like us.
No.
I can't even imagine what it would create, but that's going to be what we are going to be up against. You know what I mean?
Somebody who's biologically changed because of something like this.
Yes.
When you're changing DNA, when they said you can program that shit. Okay, when you roll this,
I believe it.
Program it. Okay.
Yeah. It show up as a red dot when they turn back the electricity and the computer's back on.
There you go.
Man,
that's just my
There's black lights in the town.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
I saw for a second.
What's up, Backwoods?
You all remember when
What's up,
How y'all
brother?
doing, man?
That's my ghetto redneck right now.
He's about to bring out.
Absolutely.
Hey, Hartley, think about it this way. You ever seen the theory of gray goo? How it's supposed to multiply? Now, think about it. They say it can't be done because it's got to cover certain things, and the human body can cover it. But here's the catch to it. You have to get it in the human first.
Yeah.
and then turn it on, and then it does what they say it does.
Gotcha.
I know that they patented edible vax just last year.
Yeah, man.
They don't need to shoot us. They can put it in our top ramen. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I've been watching that too.
Don't
It's
worry,
just
you
that
can
simple.
get it in a chewable pill, or maybe a
Yes.
gummy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Boosters.
Well, Backwoods got back. We got a new way of doing it. We take a bottle, and we take this and we start drinking. That's our back.
I saw something where they said they have. Go ahead, Backwoods.
What up, fam?
Oh! What's up, brother? Yes, sir.
Remember back when the government was doing stuff And I'll be honest, I don't believe in like real aliens, okay? Not
Uh-huh.
the ones with the grays and, you know, they're going to come out of the woods and steal you at night.
Uh-huh.
So when government's doing stuff, okay, they rather have you believing there's aliens.
Uh-huh.
They rather have you believing zombies.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to know what they're really doing.
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah, AI is kind of crazy stuff, but it doesn't have a spirit. So I think somebody actually mentioned it doesn't have critical thinking. Somebody mentioned that in chat. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
oh, it was Nisi. Yeah, humans have discernment, critical thinking.
Yes, AI
Chad,
scares
you're
me.
such a smart
Their
woman.
data mining or critical thinking for these computers.
AI scares me. It does. It
Why?
does.
No, scare it back.
I hear you, but
You know what, Josh? It doesn't scare you though. It really doesn't. Because if it actually scares you,
yeah,
you would not have one device in your house.
I feel you. I feel you. You're right.
I
You're
mean,
right.
we say all these things, but at the
Yeah.
same time, we got to use them. We wake up to look at them. That's
Yeah.
AI is the first thing we look at when we open our eyes. At least most of us.
Absolutely. God.
Hey, Chad,
What's up?
would you mind me putting me under Backwoods? I'm not used to being on top when he's on.
Actually, move conservative and put her in between me and Backwoods. We're gonna show her some ghetto redneck
Well,
style.
I tell you what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do
I
this
had to look at
because
my door. I had to look at my door and make sure my wife wasn't here.
because the chat be over here, the chat be over there, and since you know you ain't showing your face anyway, we'll just put the people who's not showing their face.
Yeah, you can throw mine over there.
Yeah, I never show my face.
Yeah, it's
A
all
little
good.
bit,
It's all
but
good.
I'm looking a little rough right now.
We got some
I'm gonna trip
conversations,
y'all out.
brother.
I'm gonna trip y'all out. I don't actually ever show my face. This is an AI program.
There he goes.
It's an AI program right
That's
here.
slick.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to leave that moonshine alone, girl. Drinking too much of that apple pie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's fruit punch, baby.
Fruit punch.
That's some good stuff. See, we got a little deal going on. So when I go to the liquor store, you know, I'll buy one of these each time I go and sip on it, and it's great. You know, it's good stuff. And you save the jars. Well, then you take it to the man. Just saying, take it to the man, and he puts some real moonshine in it.
Wow.
And then when you bring it back, it's still labeled as this. You see what I'm saying?
Thanks for giving all your secrets right here on a live stream on
don't
YouTube
care.
for millions to see. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hello,
For
everybody.
legitimate purposes only.
You still, guess what? You still got to catch me, just like when I'm fishing. See, when I'm fishing, I'll tell everybody what I'm doing because you still got to beat me, bro.
Still got to find that honey hole.
Got to find that honey hole, baby. Oh, I'm saying. How the hell are all of y'all? Hey, let me tell you something.
Man, I hope
By the
you
way,
found that honey hole already.
If
not, you slacking.
I have to do this real quick. I got 3 kids, bro, and probably a couple more. So let me just tell you, I got to do this, man, because I love these guys. Like, I've been watching these fellas for a long, long time, and I freaking love these guys. And I'm talking about the Hodge twins. This is a damn good show, boy. y'all have been killed. Tribe, you have been killing it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Dude, you've been freaking killing it, dude, man. These wonderful people you've had up here, man, over the last several days, just dadgum, man. Great
Couldn't
live.
do it without him, man. Couldn't do it without y'all,
Come
man.
on,
I
he's drunk.
appreciate
You know
y'all
he's
more
drunk.
than y'all ever know.
That's from your heart, Backwoods. I can tell.
No, I'm being serious, man. Straight up.
Yeah, Backwoods. You
I
brought
know.
up the ARA the other day. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Man.
Backwoods is awesome. And Bug Dude 53 says Backwoods looks for the mustard hole.
I keep mustard in my back pocket. Just saying. Not right now. I'm sitting down, you know, and I didn't want it to squirt all over me. But
what? Oh, I'm so confused.
As soon as
now.
I can. As soon as I can, Long Pig.
Good, because see, you're going to be confused when shit hits the fan. When all this stuff goes down, it's going to be a confusing times, and you need to think on your feet. So that's why I come in. That's why I come in here. That's why I come in here and stirred it up for a minute, man, to make everybody think.
Why do we as preppers keep saying it's gonna happen though? That is my main question to every channel out there. We keep saying it's gonna happen. It's gonna be big. How about in 2019 we go back in time and then think about 2020 and we already know what happened? Wouldn't we already? Oh shit! It happened in 2020.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah,
I ain't correct. I'm not correcting you backwards. Don't get me wrong. It just fires me up when everybody keeps saying what's big gonna happen. Man, it's already happening.
You're no doubt, no doubt.
Yep,
they're putting our kids in plexiglass fucking holes on their desk in their schools. They're making. Can't do it. Sorry. No disrespect, y'all. I ain't trying to get fired up, but
we all feel that way, brother. We all feel that way.
As a parent of two younger kids, it is fucking just got my it's got my heart right now, and it's fucking disgusting what the hell they doing.
Yeah, I mean, especially putting those things on for 6.5 hours a day. Ugh.
Not happening. My kids are homeschooled now. Fuck them.
Good.
They can kiss my ass.
Fucking little.
I wish all the parents would do it.
They said that's gonna be illegal.
Yeah. Hey,
mind y'all, I'm in a very democratic state. They can kiss my ass.
Me too.
Me too.
Hey, I want to ask the kids, how many kids of the panel, or how many people of the panel have kids in school?
I do.
I have one in school and one is homeschooled. The one who is not in school, the one that is in school, she is. My two daughters, I'm gonna tell you something. They are very, very strong-willed. Like they are country. They are about gun rights. I watched my two girls shoot deer at a long freaking distance,
right?
And smack them down like that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Tri.
My son just got suspended today for 3 days for fighting.
Hell yeah.
Fighting. They suspend our kids here for moving the fucking chair 3 inches away from the cafeteria table.
Wow.
Yeah. No, screw that.
Nope.
Since we're talking about kids, can the whole panel tell my daughter hello, please? Because she's in her bedroom watching us.
Hey.
Hello.
Thank you, y'all.
What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Let's hit some music for it.
Let's do it. Everybody dance.
Woo-hoo.
Josh. Hey, Josh. Looking at you, man. We all looking at you.
We're kicking it.
She's the same age, Lake Ferry. She's 15 too. Looking over at Josh. I think all the rest of y'all just too old. Everybody else just too old and country. No.
My 15-year-old watches too, and she knows most of y'all. She watches people. Yeah, she's great.
There you go, baby.
Josh, what do you got to say about all that, man?
Nice T-shirt.
I want to hear about the ends. Oh man,
what?
I want to hear about the ins and outs of life, man. What's fixing to happen, dude? I mean, like this is all going crazy. Have you not seen? Just Josh, have you not seen the freaking? Have you not seen the freaking dogs, man? That are the robots that can run over hills, and I mean they can run, dude. They're fast.
Yeah,
and they got weapons on them too, man.
They don't miss.
How you get away from that?
They don't miss at all.
Their batteries run out.
How do you get away from the robotic nurses? I ain't worried about the dogs. I'm worried about them fucking Asian nurses that they got.
The batteries do not run out because I guys something, and I did a video on this a while back. Okay, like over the spring when I went to our mall, I was curious why the F our forest rangers were there, where the people go get the thing. Right. So then I come home and I look it up because I want to know why they're there. I didn't know that they worked. They're federal. Okay. I didn't know that. Then I called up TJ and I told her, I'm like, freaking forest rangers are up there giving things. Well, then I found out, get this, you ready? Adirondacks. Everybody knows that I'm a redneck. Why are they there? And in the same freaking article, the deer and the bear and the coyotes and the wolves, they have decoys in our woods, in the mountains, to catch poachers. Yeah, okay, out of rednecks poaching, we don't do that crap. Those men and women stand in freaking deer stands for hours waiting on a deer.
Ooh.
These things move. Yeah, freak that crap. Ooh, sorry.
The WEF has they're coming together with quite a few companies, and their goal is to plant 1 trillion trees.
Oh, wow. We'd be moving.
And they already have a security system in place to protect the trees from being logged. Is their reasoning behind it? But they already have a plan put out for. I mean, the security system is basically cameras inside the trees. I mean, it's just a way to. You guys should look it up on the WEF, the 1 trillion tree something or other. You'll find it. But
initiative, tree initiative.
There you go.
I never know where to end up here.
What better way to watch the society, though? I mean.
Why are you trying to kiss me? Who were you trying to?
Yeah, this guy down there.
Oh my lord! I've already got kisses.
Oh shit! Here we go. There he is. What's going on with you?
Oh wow!
Tribe, I got a special one for prepping outside the box. Put him next to me real quick.
What up, brother?
I got a special one next to me.
Oh goodness!
He does it.
Hey, Ty, I'm actually going to send Nisi this article from where we're at to show you guys about the forest rangers. Where did Tribe go? Why are we all smushed together?
We're all pieces in the Matrix. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen the trailer for the next Matrix?
Yeah,
it's out. Yeah, the trailer's out. And what about the trailer for Moonfall, where the moon comes alive? And
Moonfall, right there.
Yeah,
Moonfall. That's what I'm watching at. Y'all know the moon is hollow, right?
That's what they say.
Nobody can prove me wrong. You can't even prove a scientist wrong.
Some of our trees in our yard are
He's smelling your ass, Josh. He's smelling your ass.
Man, bro, you need to take a shower, man.
All right.
Just saying, bro. Just saying, bro. I love you, brother, but just take a shower.
Got you. I've been fishing all day. Yeah. Yeah.
Get Prepper out the box. We can't hear you.
POT.
Speak up. Good grief. Do you not know how to do it?
He's just having a great
Hell,
conversation.
man.
Hold on, let's take a minute and just look at him. Thank you, Prepper. Let's watch him talk to himself.
He's supposed to help us
He's gonna
out.
start answering himself and shit.
Damn computer.
Damn computer.
If everybody feels like real quick. Just real quick.
Turn the volume up.
Hear me now, huh?
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
I got nothing.
Having a good old time tonight, man.
I can barely hear you.
Hold on, put that back up, Tribe.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
So I got a deep throat the mic. Oh dang!
You guys got what I'm saying right now?
Yeah.
Picking up what you're putting down, brother.
I like that one.
Ain't nothing funny now, damn it. I'm already.
You and Heartland Survival sound just alike when y'all start talking, man. I 2 or 3 times when I was, because I was
Are
reading.
you saying we sound intelligent? Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. That's really nice.
No, y'all got that. Y'all both got that soy boy latte voice.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm kidding.
In other words,
Hey,
stop
hey.
turning on backwards.
Backwards. All I was trying to say earlier is if you're smelling up, you smell last, you might be smelling yourself because you're
Nah. Y'all don't beat me up. I was
Yo.
just kidding.
I beat myself up trying to find you. Don't even.
Show them your ghetto-ness, backwoods. Come on,
Ghetto.
show them the hood inside you.
Well, you know, I could actually start pimping you litches out, man. You kidding? Man, y'all got them motherfucking guns. Y'all got them guns and shit, man. I can pimp them
What's the
asses
cap in
out,
that
boy.
ass, backwoods?
We can make some money, boys. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I need you to smile real big. Just smile. Just give it a smile. Give it a smile, guys. Let me see. I'm gonna pimp
I
them
love it
asses
when Southern
out,
folks try to speak with that ghetto slang.
That's why they called us Dirty South, man.
Hey, let me ask you guys though. I'm kind of curious. Lines in the sand. Look, you can move it if you want. You can push it back if you want to. But I'm just curious. Lines in the sand for you guys. Right now.
My line was drawn in 2020.
What's that?
January.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
To stay the fuck away from y'all. I ain't playing. I'm not playing.
Heartland's got a real.
I've been bug out since 2020, the early 2020. Fuck the world.
Really? That's a
Yeah,
long time, brother.
Hey,
It'll be a lot
you gotta. Hey, you have to love your bug out though. You don't want to be miserable there.
I hear you.
What the fuck?
We love you too, Arkansas living.
Peace, Arkansas living.
Put them on the spot. Put them on the spot. Arkansas living, baby.
Yes, sir.
Peace, Arkansas living.
Brother.
I don't know nothing yet. He's got to figure out what he's got to know.
Lines in the concrete. Hutch says
I think the lines will only be forced once it affects us personally. Honestly, Josh.
Agreed.
Once it affects us personally, that's when we're gonna do something. That's when we're gonna draw the line.
Yeah. When you can't go to work, when work is not optional, or running.
I don't even think it'll be that way because I think there'll be an alternative from the government. They'll be like, okay, well, let's give you this UBI.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
true.
go to work. Okay, here you go.
That's true.
They're gonna keep us comfortable. That's why I don't think they're gonna take our food.
So what do you think? What are you saying? What do you think? The line. If they're gonna keep us comfortable, if they're gonna sedate us.
I think the line will be. I think the line will have to be drawn once the sun does what the hell the sun's gonna do, and then they're not gonna have any kind of opportunity to hide what's happening because it's right in front of our eyes.
I got you.
Right now they're just they're keeping us distracted.
Gotcha. Once it's out of their control, they can't. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why I think they prepping to control us.
So you think that's where they're going with this global warming shit?
I think global warming is real. I don't think it's our fault. I mean, I don't believe in blaming cows and shit, but
cow farts.
Yeah, cow farts when we have millions of horses too. What the fuck? But
let's give Heartland the floor for a second because he was trying to say something. And
Heartland, you all right?
He's got an internet disability. That's what I call it.
And that is on purpose because it's how we react to.
Hold on, Heartland. Repeat. You were cut off the first part of it.
So hold on.
Hey, Heartland's good. Ghetto, you're interrupt my suck ass.
Oh
right
shit,
now.
my bad.
Plug this thing in here.
You got it, Heartland. You're loud and clear, brother.
Hey man. Hey, it's how we react to what happened that will define us later. No matter what we're doing, it's how you react to it is going to define who you are.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah.
Just like every aspect in life, it's how you react.
No matter what.
Yeah.
You have a baby, you don't react the right way, that's going to define you. Just any situation. Yeah, I
we'll
like
react?
that.
Do you think enough people will
I
react?
don't. I think the shackles are on us and they're tight. We're not even going to know when to react.
Quietly into the night. Heartland, what do you think?
Yep.
About
Do you think we will react appropriately when the time comes?
We are reacting appropriately.
Okay. All right. You think so?
I do.
Brother, I'm looking for protest now.
And not no Proud Boy shit.
No. Peaceful protest. Just saying we will not, thousands of people, thousands in multiple
Fuck
cities.
thousands. We need millions by this time.
Exactly. Saying we will not comply. Nothing crazy. Just people.
What do you think, POTB? I know you hit hard when it comes to this stuff, man. What do you think, man?
POTB.
Of the reaction, I think that the line in the sand already crossed for a lot of people. So, I mean, for my personal family, my kids go to school. They deal with the stupid ass mask all the time. And I only say stupid ass mask because it's mandated. I don't believe in forcing anybody to do anything, right? I'm a libertarian. So if people want to sit there and shove cucumbers up their ass, I don't give a shit, right? That's their own life. and I say that in a facetious way. I'm joking.
Backwoods is blushing. Like, how did you
want to do masks or whatever they want to do? I mean, that's their own life, and people should accept that because it's individual liberties. But when it's mandated, my wife's ready to quit her job. She works for the government. I already told her I was like, you can quit your job tomorrow if you need to. I don't care, because there's either a point when you have what you stand for and you stand behind it, or you buckle down and you show your kids and your family and your friends that you will cower to whatever system because you don't actually stand behind your own word. So either and that's what I'm saying is if I've got friends and Tribe, I mean yourself, right? I've got friends that have that, right? I've got multiple friends that have that.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is that if you're going to talk shit about it, not if you get it. I don't give a shit if you get it, right? Everybody has their own individual freedoms to do whatever the fuck they want. But if you're going to get it and you have a problem with it and you kind of like counteract it, if you don't stand behind your own beliefs, basically, that's where I have a problem. So it's being a man of your word or not. And the line of the sand is crossed on a daily for people that are, oh, I'll never do this. And my biggest problem is not people who do math, not people who do jabs or do anything, right? If they want to do that, they want to do that. It's their own freedom. It's my problem is the people that sit there and they have an issue with it and they buckle and they buckle and they buckle. Those are the people that are the loudest speakers and will not actually raise their own fist, I guess you could say, in a sense, to stand up for their own rights. You know what I mean? So the ones that are the loudest spoken, the ones that are constantly complaining, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you standing up for rights? Why aren't you doing this? That aren't doing shit. They're waiting for others to do it for them. And the biggest comparison you can get is people that stand up and scream, why isn't the government taking care of me? Oh, the people that are screaming, why is the government taking care of me, are the same people that are screaming, why aren't people standing up and expecting other people to stand up for them?
Yeah.
And not doing it themselves because they're too afraid or they don't want to lose their job or whatever. If you're not willing to lose your job for your own freedoms, you're not willing to stand up for your own freedoms. You're not.
TV.
If you can't lose your income for what you believe in, I'm not saying for doing it, for what you believe in. If you're not willing to lose your own income for what you believe in, then you don't have a backbone to stand on. And you should just shut the fuck up and get in the back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, 75 days is that what it's supposed to be before these mandates go into effect? Something like that. 75 days or something like that.
For the employee mandate for the
yeah.
Okay, no. Hear this. You ever dealt with OSHA or anything like that?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay, well then you know it takes forever for them to implement anything.
Right.
Yep.
So when people are saying, "Oh, they're going to implement this on the 13th, the 18th, or whatever," I mean, they can implement all they want, but OSHA is going to have to devise a plan,
right?
Figure out how to implement it, give people time to implement. I mean, it's going to be years.
Yeah, there you go, years, because there's going to be lots of lawsuits, courts, everything.
Everything's going to stop it and push it and move it around. And there's already unions that are upset with it, and for the right reason.
So you're thinking bluster?
Well, I'm all for and to be whatever. I'm all for vaccines. I'm God, I've been shot up with fucking everything. You know what I mean? I don't mind. And my kids have, and my wife has. My only deal is with people taking away people's ability to choose.
Yeah.
If they want to.
Right. Yeah.
That's my only deal.
The freedoms.
Yeah.
So you think it's like more bluster than actual like bite? You know what I mean?
Well, the only reason they're not getting the result they want is because they're trying to force it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like telling a daughter she can't date somebody. The harder you go against it, the more she's going to be like, fuck you, I'm disappearing at night, and I'm going to go visit this dude.
If they didn't force it, I guarantee you 80% of this country would have already been vaccinated.
Dude, a shitload of people would already be vaccinated. Whether they believed in it or not, they would have got it because they're not told they have to. No one in America wants to be told they have to do anything. No one does.
Yeah.
I don't want to, even if it's the right thing. If my wife came down here and said, go to bed right now, I'd be like, shit, in a minute.
Better be naked.
I would
That's when the incentives come.
I would try to fight it.
That's how they weed out the weak from the strong. Is exactly how you're explaining it.
I have a lot of nurse and doctor friends. So about 6 years ago, they started talking to me about how they're going to possibly do something. We don't know what yet, but there's a problem with parents not wanting to get their kids anything. So I have friends actually who would bring their child in, and you know how they mix them up when you bring your kids in to go do them? They have like a 2 or 3 or 1 or 2. Well, they get it separated. So they'll go in and get the polio one. They'll wait a month, see how things go. If everything's good, they'll get another one. It's not that they're not doing it. It's just they don't think it's happening quick enough. Then you got parents who aren't getting the school ones, the ones for school. They're not getting any of them. Some of my friends actually think some of that has something to do with it. But I agree with POTB that why the force?
Yeah.
Does it happen?
Thing, if you think about it, the first thing they did, they come down. It was like every day they put it on TV. I looked at it when they first did it. I said, well, maybe. But after about 10 days, I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm going to go look it up and figure it out. And that force is not going to work.
Hey, Tribe, if someone's trying to come in, man, tell me. I'll bump out, man.
You just got here, brother. You just got here.
I get it, but I want people to have a voice, and I talk my shit all the time. I want to hear everyone's opinion.
I can drop down, no problem. Thank you.
I don't know who it is yet, or even if they were really trying to come up. Who knows? It could be a troll just messing with me. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have one of those on my stream.
All day, every day.
Well, thank you for having me on your panel, Preppertribe in Lake Erie. I love you, and Backwoods, and Conservative, and everybody else, Josh, POTB. It was nice to meet you guys, and have a great day. And remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.
Bam!
Thank you, Tin. I appreciate you coming on with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Tin.
It's like 1:20 in the morning here, but I want to show y'all the shirt before I go.
That's cool.
This is my daughter's.
I'm gonna try to pull it
Move
up
the
later.
chat. Move the chat, brother.
It's vibrating. That's funny.
I know. All right. Well, I want to give room for other people to come up too, and I'm gonna finish. No one wants to sit here and see me fold laundry.
I do.
You do?
Backwards
Why
came
not?
in, all the women left.
You don't have to go nowhere late. It's up to you, though.
POTB come in after I did.
I'm leaving. Shit, Backwoods, my bad.
Do y'all know what happened in this room?
No.
What?
Do y'all know what happened in this room?
What happened?
Hey, this is not after hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see
What's
that?
up, Hartler?
No.
You see all that mud on that ceiling?
The roof come down or what?
We had a tree. Okay, so Bigfoot called me back. I was coming out here to fold laundry, put the laundry out of the dryer, and we had a really bad storm. And we had trees impale our roof. They came straight through the roof, down through the attic, in through this room, and impaled right where I would have been standing right into the floor. What? I'm trying to go to bed. Oh, I'm getting yelled at. I'm laughing at you.
Hey, have a.
Uh-oh, you're all pissing her off.
We don't care. Who is she, little girl?
He said, we
Go
don't
away.
care.
Go to bed.
Oh,
Go to bed.
That is not me.
Backwoods is a bully.
All I
Backwoods.
said was good night.
Good night, y'all.
She said good
I
night.
love you, Littlefoot.
Good night.
He said little foot. I like that.
Josh.
We love you, Littlefoot.
What's up, Littlefoot?
Well, go ahead, tell him, because I already told him. That he was cute? No,
Oh,
I didn't tell him he was. I told him.
Look, she not giving no fucks neither. My daughter over here mad as fuck as me.
Go to sleep, Littlefoot.
He has a daughter your age. Right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, 15.
You need us to sing. You need us to sing you a lullaby or some shit.
She just staring down.
Y'all are a mess.
Littlefoot, you need us to sing you a lullaby and read you a bedtime story or what? What's wrong with you? Go to bed.
You scream, son.
Go to bed.
He's hardcore.
Get him, Littlefoot.
Get him.
Lake, she looked kind of scary. Like some.
Yes.
She can handle her own.
Down by now. Did you hear what she said backwards?
What?
First she said, you go to bed, old man, and then tell me what you down by now.
Get him.
I didn't. Everybody keeps cutting her off. Hold on, let her speak.
Yeah, let her speak. Let her speak, y'all.
She's like, let her speak.
Oh,
Let her speak.
she'll roast every single one of you. She don't even know you. She'll roast you.
No.
Thank you, Littlefoot. Thank you. Oh, y'all are a mess.
Yeah, this is why she's homeschooled, because she doesn't have a filter. Yeah, she once bit a teacher.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Backwoods is being quiet. Backwoods.
She's awesome. She's awesome. Reminds me of my daughters.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Especially your oldest one.
I know, ain't she a hoot?
Well, you know why? It's because she grew up with a bunch of out of redneck people, you know?
So on what Prepping Outside the Box was talking about a little bit ago with the whole thing of, people talking, but not going out and doing anything, basically, griping and complaining. I'll tell you, the government, y'all's government, went and done a test run on y'all with the Antifas and the BLMs. See, they allowed them to walk through your cities and burn them down. And a lot now, the ones of y'all that actually did go out there and try to stand up against it, great, awesome, man. I love you. But I'm telling you, so many people sat right on the internet and bitched and complained and said all this stuff. Well, if it comes to my town, and I was like, hell with that. I've been traveling 3 and 4 hours to other towns to stand up against these folks, because you got to cut the head off right then. But see, what the government did is they allowed that to happen to see just how you big patriots and all of us great patriots were going to stand up against that shit. They burnt cities down. They were shooting people. They were beating the shit out of people, and nobody got up and did nothing about it. Only a few people. Only a few people. The government sit there and watched that and went, yeah, these patriots are pussies. They can't stand up against Antifa, BLM. How the hell are they gonna stand up against us?
Yeah.
And that's why they're doing what they're doing right now. Think about it. Think about it.
You know what's a giant unifying front is allowing them to against what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, but if you allow groups like Antifa to go through your town and burn part of it down and destroy businesses, nothing's going to unify that town more than that.
That's not true.
No.
They
Well,
burned.
no. Think about it.
That's not true.
If
I watched it firsthand.
Yeah.
I get you. But what I'm saying is, if people don't go through misery, they don't unify. Misery breeds camaraderie. If you don't have misery, you don't breed camaraderie. If you want to sit there and unify a front, you got to have something that brings people together. You can't sit there and imagine. No. You could be mad, and there could be individuals.
I'm not mad.
I'm saying there could be individuals across the country that are pissed off about what's going on, and that's always going to be there because you're going to have patriots. But to unify a mass, the amount of people that you want to change, you have to have some kind of drastic
incident
problem.
They burned down police stations.
Yeah.
Dude, they burnt down everything in sight, man.
If they started burning down shit where I live, it would be shut down pretty damn fast.
They killed people. They killed people.
Yeah,
that's what
fuck
happened
the
here.
Buildings. They took life.
Yeah,
but I know. But see, what I'm trying to say is when they start to do these things and the people run out there. Well, the thing that happened was there was only a certain group of people that would run out there and do something, but they were a very small number. So what happened was some of them people went to jail. Okay. Well, then what happened is like you were saying earlier. I don't want to lose my job, man. I would call people and be like, dude, we need to mass up, man. We need to mass up. Oh man, I can't lose my job, man. Oh, I got family stuff to do. I was like, well, so do I, man. But at some point we got to stand up for our damn rights and be willing to go to jail or willing to do, because dude, I'm gonna tell you, some of them times when I was down there, if a gunfight would have broke out, we all would have went to jail. I would have lost everything I owned, bro.
Yeah.
But I was willing to do that, and nobody else wanted to. All they wanted to do was sit on the internet and bitch about it.
I'm not.
And that's why we're in the position we are in now.
Agreed.
Because the government sit and watched that and said these patriots ain't going to do shit.
I'm not going against you, man. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying anything about that, but think about people's reaction to catastrophic events, and you've got multiple videos online that explain it. But look at Paul Walker getting in an accident, right? Videoed it until he was burnt alive. Look at the woman in New York that was literally and police questioned everybody in the apartment building why they didn't call the police. They always said somebody else would do something about it, and she was raped. The guy left. He came back and raped and then killed her. Right. So, and that's just a small example. There's a shitload of examples across everything where people expect someone to do something for them.
Yeah.
Well, that goes back to what I'm saying. Someone expects someone to stand up for their own freedoms. No one is going to do it themselves. Well, I take it back. I can't generalize. Not no one. There's people that will stand up for themselves. There's a small percentage, and when you have 30% of a nation that's going to do it, it's a small voice.
Yeah.
And when there are 30% of a nation that's going to stand up for their own rights, but they're not vocal about it, as vocal as all of these Neanderthals and troglodytes that are running around town burning places, it's not going to do things.
Yeah, they're dropping the population, and they're doing it on purpose. When they do, who's left? The good guys and the bad guys.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's all I got. I'm just saying. I mean, it's an easy thing. It's an easy thing to say stand up for your rights. It's another thing to tell people to give up their entire life and give up their entire freedoms and everything about themselves.
I agree.
And just and it is hard. I mean, you're telling, if I was to say, okay, Justjosh, I don't know you completely, right?
Yeah.
You got family, you got kids. Give it all up and stand up.
What's
You know
that?
what I mean? I say give it all up and stand up. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you got going in life. No, I'm serious. And I'm not pointing you out. I'm just saying,
you're good.
As an example, you know, people sit there and be like, stand up, do all this. No shit. You don't know what the fuck people are going on with their lives. You don't know what they're in the middle of. You don't know if they're dealing with
Right.
You don't know anything.
Yeah.
So it's hard to sit there and be like, you've got to find a unified front that affects people.
Is that front there? Is that front? That's my question. Will that front be there? You know what I mean? Or is it going to be 15 guys like, yeah, let's do it?
Slowly.
Well, you know how many people are out there, like not here, but you know how many people are out there wondering the same freaking thing?
Yes.
Everyone's just waiting for people to do it, not 15, not 20, because that's what the problem is. Like, yeah, I could go and get like however many people. So could you. We're all in different states. So it's like localized, it's small. It needs to be bigger.
Right. No, definitely. And I know Heartland will go and make things happen. You know what I mean? At this point, I know he will. But it's like
my own community. I've already started.
Yeah, no, brother. Trust me. I know that you will do the thing. Just saying. But it's like,
just watch. I'll make some videos and I'll show you guys. I'm moving.
Yeah.
Waves. I'll show you.
But backwoods, you got to stop cutting grass, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop cutting grass. POTV, just the setup that you have going on, all that could go out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Cutting grass.
Lake Ferry, your daughter, Littlefoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, just things that you know that we would really we would have to be able to disconnect from those things and say, all right, it's go time.
It's something I think about is who has the balls to get on that stage in front of 100 people and do a dance. Who's brave enough to get on that stage, grab the mic, and sing? And that's
What's
just
up,
a small
baby girls in the house. What's up?
That's just a small version of what needs to be done in this country. If the courage you have to have in order to stand up. Some people don't have the courage to even do something small. Much rather have the courage to do something huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sorry. Littlefoot's already gone through a major SHTF for like years. So, she knows what this is going to entail. When no one would help us get out of our situation, but I wasn't reaching out to the right people because I kind of lost contact with them. And when I finally did do something, it was me standing alone with my older daughter was already moved out, but I had two little ones in tow. I had to pack a U-Haul truck. I had to call the police and pack a U-Haul truck before he got home and get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
And she has PTSD, but you know what? She's learning to her individual process. She's going through. But you know what? We put a 1022 in her hand. And the guys who taught her, because she ain't going to listen to mom. I want men teaching her. They all said that day, that first time, she's on my side. But if I'm not home, I know that my daughter can take care of herself because she knows the evil that can happen because it's already happened.
Yeah.
And that is who we're fighting for. And she knows. I'd rather go through something and have her watch us fight than watch us kneel.
Yeah. I got you.
I don't want to cut anybody off. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, brother.
I'll say, Long Pig Prepper sit there and said, do y'all think we'll be in a fight in the streets? And I don't ever think we'll come to that. And I only say that because we're in a fight. It's an ideological fight. And if you think about it, kids are being changed. Kids are being conditioned to believe whatever is going on, and you have celebrities and things like that saying things like "F your freedom," and they're starting to create a problem where it's the freedom is the problem that's keeping us from going back to a normal society, right? So when you start conditioning kids to believe, hey, our normalized society is going away because people are so redneck and involved in keeping
Fucking
our
preach.
freedoms that they don't care about anything else. When you start conditioning kids to that, it destroys the ideology of America. And I've always said that America's an ideology, and you can't kill an ideology unless you destroy it. Unless you take away the last breath of it, basically.
Yep.
So,
Man, amen, amen.
Yeah.
There's a reason for everything. There's a reason. Sorry, I got the vibrate thing on, so my voice is vibrating too. Sorry, vibrating
We
charger.
didn't need to know that, Lake.
Well, my back is killing me. But when you take a kid and you take away everything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They know at that moment, and then they're grateful later when it comes back to them. But to have a kid live without anything, no internet, no devices, no nothing, it changes the kid.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not glad what happened. However, it happened for a reason. And I'm grateful for the reason and the process moving forward that she went through things, because she's going to go through it better than some other kids.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right box. What have you been thinking about that Chinese? What they've been doing? You been watching it?
They're a distraction.
China. Yeah.
Everything's going to constantly evolve. It doesn't matter what nation it is. Every nation's constantly trying to better themselves and expand themselves. It's never going to change, ever. So whether it be China, Taiwan, anywhere, no matter what, there's a constant manipulation where they try to expand their territory, they try to expand their influence and all that kind of stuff. That's a constant,
Yeah.
I think we're being conditioned to worry about China like our parents were worried about Russia.
Ah.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the currency. What China's been doing with their currency.
Yes. Crypto. They're trying to knock out Bitcoin.
Y'all see El Salvador took Bitcoin as their legal tender now, right? First
Really?
country to do it. Yep. First country to do it.
Bitcoin for a little bit.
We got to face it, guys. We've been in a digital currency for a while. When's the last time y'all had some cash? Well, I mean, I know preppers, we got cash on hand.
Yeah.
But come on, we don't even see that shit from our checks.
I force it on people.
Was that cash?
We're not talking about strippers, POTB shit.
I'm trying.
Oh my bad. My bad. Hey, usually they give change.
If shit keeps going downhill, it's gonna be them freeze dried packets and that damn coffee packets that's gonna be your money.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like jail. It's gonna be cigarettes and coffee that's gonna be your currency.
Eli, have those little alcohol wipes.
I yearn for that kind of time, Tribe. As morbid as it is, when people talk about people losing power and losing strength and all that kind of stuff, I look forward to it because I think it's a reset of the world.
Yeah.
And I'm fully prepared to live really rough, and it doesn't bother me.
It's coming.
But it's a morbid ass feeling. So when I say like I don't want, I'd be okay with the power going out. Man, that would F over so many people that rely on power for their medicines or life saving or blah blah blah. I mean it's a very no matter how you look at it, because people would be like, oh, I look forward to that because we reset. Cool. Millions would die.
Yes.
Or they look forward to this because they will do this. Millions would die. No matter which direction you go, a lot of people are going to lose their lives.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's a effed up world we live in.
Sorry to say it, but we all gotta go.
Hey, what? You know what? They like Prepare Mind says, aren't you glad you're a prepper?
Yes, indeed.
Just roll with
Yeah.
it. You be prepared and shut the hell up and stop worrying about stuff because you're preparing for a reason, right? Don't be scared about it because you're getting ready for a reason. If you're scared about it, you apparently don't think you're ready.
That's what I said
And I'm
when
nervous.
the pipeline.
I am nervous, right? I'm prepped up, but I am nervous because
Backwoods.
Yeah,
Check the
that's
private
fine.
chat. Check the private chat. Backwoods.
No, it's okay. I found it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Someone in chat was talking about those little tiny miniature salt and pepper packets. I have an issue. When I go out, I don't care if it's to freaking little convenience store. I save these suckers in jars.
Yep.
I do too.
Not even kidding. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Any napkins, if you don't use them all, put them in your wife's purse. And take
I
them
do
home.
the same thing. I tell if my wife or kids decide to swing by McDonald's or
Anything.
whatever, I tell them always ask for extra ketchup, mustard, and mayo, and salt and pepper, and they'll throw all that crap in the bag, and man, you bring it home, and I've got a great big old box, man, and it's just full of that stuff.
Those little things that add up.
Yes, ma'am.
That's like bartering gold too.
Yep.
Hey, you want a little pepper or salt and add some flavor to what you're eating? Here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
I fill up my laundry detergent jugs with water. I always leave a little bit of soap in there.
Mm-hmm.
And got to be able to wash something when when everything goes down. Shit, I got about 50 of these little jugs in my garage.
Heck, ever since Prepper Princess put out that water or dish liquid down, I've been doing it ever since. And
Yeah,
I'm telling
my bars of soap. The bars of soap, you just boil them up and fill the thing up with them. You're good. All you got to do is add water and boil them. Boom, you got more soap.
Yep. Actually, any of your women get those little melts, those ones that come in little squares. It's all in one package, but they're in little squares.
Mm.
Those pop-out melts they put in those melt warmers to make the house smell good when you get home.
Yeah.
If you take those little soaps and melt them and stick them in the wells of those things, you have miniature bottles of soaps. You can sit there and put in those empty pill bottles. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Got soap in your bug out bag.
Hey, conservative Patriot Bullfrog, what's going on with y'all? You ain't been.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Bullfrog?
What's going on? Hey, I use my old laundry detergent bottles too. I'll take mine and freeze them solid in the deep freezer and put them in my coolers when I'm fishing instead of buying bags of ice.
Yeah.
Saves me a lot of money, man. It makes it go a long way, especially the big Yeti coolers to bring them down to temp where you actually waste a lot of ice in the big 120 quart coolers. I put those big blocks in there solid. That helps a lot.
Sir.
I do the same
Especially
thing.
if you go camping or something. You can do that, and them big blocks of ice, they'll stay ice for 3 to 5 days, even in a cheap cooler.
Yep.
I do that with milk jugs. My wife and kids, man, drink a bunch of milk around here, and so I take a lot of them milk jugs and fill them up and then freeze them. They're perfect, man. And even if your power goes out for 2 or 3 days, if you've got some of them great big solid ice milk jugs and stuff like that in your freezer, it'll make if you don't go and open the door a lot, like very rare do you open the door, it will make your freezer last for
That's what I was just going to bring up. So if you do have any holes in your freezer, like we deep freeze turkeys, because the kind of turkeys we buy, it takes 6 to 7 days to defrost those suckers. But yeah, Backwoods is right. If you, in between grocery shopping or hauls, always fill up containers with water, freeze them in the spots, because if you lose power, that is going to save your ass.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
Well, eat your food, which will save your ass.
Yeah.
And you can take a few of them out for your refrigerator items, because your refrigerator is going to lose power, lose cooling a lot quicker, because people are going to be going in and out of your refrigerator. So if you've got some big ice chests, you can take them big milk jugs and stuff like that, and pull them and put them in ice chest and put your refrigerator food in them ice chest.
Cherokee, are you going down? You're saying goodnight to Preppertribe?
I also vacuum seal up my water too to make my own water packs. Keep them in the bottom of the freezer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I'm out too, y'all. Hey, I gotta get these people up out of the bed and out their wheelchairs and get them walking in the morning. So, bam.
All right, Josh, it was good talking to you, man.
Absolutely.
Wait, wrong.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Of course. Hey, get a prepper. What's your channel, man?
It ain't started yet, but
my goodness.
It's coming. It's coming.
Hey, PLTB. Good seeing you, brother. Backwoods. Hey. We got that spiritual deal going on. Heartland, you're the man, brother. I'm watching you because I know you'll make some shit pop off. Lake Ferry, man, y'all have a good one. Seriously, you and Littlefoot. Conservative, what's good? Bullfrog, what's up, man? PT, I'm out, brother. All right,
man. Have a good night, man. I'll hit you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Later, y'all. Bye.
Later, man.
Bye. He's so cool.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's really awesome. Yeah.
He's a ball of energy.
Y'all ain't say nothing about Cherokee. Y'all just talking about Justjosh. What the hell, man?
I didn't even see him leave. I didn't even hear him.
He kind of left silently though.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He left. I said goodbye to him. He said goodbye to me.
Well, I said goodbye in the chat. I was talking to him in the chat when he was leaving. Yeah, always trying to put people on the spot. Backwards, always stirring up some shit.
Always.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You first.
I came in to put Backwoods on the spot. I was actually listening when him and POTB was talking about, getting up there and doing the, getting up there and, standing up for what you, for all these protesters and stuff. But honestly, man, I honestly think you should have started that 3 years ago. You should have been involved in your local community before it even got to that point. Voting your sheriffs. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to clean up a mess afterwards, which it's all about. But if you let it get to that point and then try to clean up the bad situation that you're in, that's just, you're working backwards as far as I'm concerned. That's why everybody's like, why don't you go out and stand up on the steps? I'm like, I should have been voting for my local sheriff and talking to my representatives in my little town before it even got to this point. I failed if I've already gotten to that point. That's what I wanted to ask. I didn't know.
Man,
I hear a lot of people say, what are you going to do? Why won't you stand up and, arm up and go up here and do that kind of thing? But I'm like, you should have started this 3 years ago and not let it get to the point where it's at, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree with you, brother. And back even 9-10 years ago, I was riding the roads with the sheriff we have now. You know what I'm talking about.
You were. I'm just saying people
that's what I'm getting at is that that's what we should have been doing. We rode the roads with this dude, just the more back roads, drinking a beer, whatever. And we were talking about a lot of this stuff. This was several years ago, talking about, man, things, just, I don't know, just the way things are going, it can't keep going. So, sooner or later, this is going to happen. This is going to happen, and we all started kind of agreeing on it.
Right.
And dude was like, man, I think I'm going to be a cop, man. I'm going to try to run for sheriff.
Yeah.
And over the years, man, he started working his way up through the police, through a police officer and being a police officer. And now he's our county sheriff.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, man, my girl had a volleyball game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there in the gym, watching the volleyball game. And I look over, here comes my buddy, the sheriff. He comes walking down the deal. He's like, Billy, what's up, bro? He's like, dude, bro hug and stuff. And I was like, man, stuff's getting crazy. He goes, yeah. He goes, he ain't coming here.
Right.
Just like that. It ain't coming here. And I was like, all right, cool. I said, because I'm with you, He goes, oh, I know. He said, I got your number. He goes,
how do I fix it?
So we're
can you help me? I don't know how to do this.
Officers, they have a
Where
lot
is
of
it at, baby?
phone numbers. You know what I'm saying? they have a lot of us guys' phone numbers, and so because I mean, you know, we're all people here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what is it? What are y'all laughing about?
I'm messing around with Tribe and I'm watching chat, man. My bad.
What y'all want me to do the chipmunk voice for? I mean, why y'all trying to get me to do the chipmunk voice so bad, man? What's going on here? What the hell is going on here?
How did you throw my voice way over there? Why is Ghost Pepper about to pee himself?
They're like listening to all of us like at 50% speed and 75% speed, so they're like making fun of us like crazy in the chat.
Oh,
That's just weird.
Right?
Yuns need to get some of that mustard. And then you take it and you put it, you draw that line in that concrete. You take that mustard and you mark that line in that concrete.
Yeah,
shows up real well.
Put that mustard on the taters and taters, you know.
Oh shit.
Oh, nuts.
I just want to let y'all know we've been going for like 3 hours and 50 minutes. I'm gonna cut it at 4 hours, so we got 10 more minutes. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it in about 10 minutes.
Right on.
Just a heads up. Just a heads up.
You know what would be a great idea, guys, if we got the actual truckers of our nation to come together and shut this bitch down, so all these other people on the other side can start realizing what the fuck is going on.
Yep.
I don't think we need guns in the streets. I think we need to force them to start looking at what's going on.
That would be hard to do because a lot of major corporations, they own their own company, trucking company. They don't. It's not owner operator anymore. I don't think.
Yeah.
From what I deal with, I mean, it's not like everybody bands together like Convoy, the movie. You know, it's like
yeah.
It's not the same anymore, dude. It's from my experience with them, it worked. I mean, it's a conglomerate. You can't just one guy could be like, all right, they'll have somebody else in their place. He's just a number. You know, it's not like it used to be.
Imaging enough not to shop on Amazon or go to Walmart for a day. Kind of.
I mean, yes, you won't make a blip in the radar. It's all tied together. It's not. I don't know how
pretty
to
much. No, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Wouldn't they just bring in National Guard or military to take over the trucking anyway if that was to happen?
It would bring in other workers, because what they did in Texas during the beginning of this shit is they started hiring people, subcontractors for the truckers, and say, here, we'll give you $40,000 a week. Bam, they're gonna jump on it. You know what I mean? People are like money.
Money talks.
You can want for them to, for that to happen, and then if they have to pay those truckers $40,000 a week to haul, all they're gonna do is pass that cost down to the consumer to buy the products they haul.
Yes, sir.
It's like a no-win-win situation. I've been around it for forever. I mean, we've got 42 acres of parking lot for 18-wheelers, my work. So I mean, it's hard to chop the head. It's like you got your hands tied when it comes. That's why when everybody said the trucker strike thing, I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I don't think it will. I might be wrong. I'm just my opinion.
The president has an ability to fire and employ people that mess with the infrastructure of the United States. Yep. So if you look at like teachers unions and airline strikes and all that kind of stuff, and look at the past when like George Bush and stuff like that, like they'll fire you. The president has the ability to make you lose your job for that to keep the nation running. So it's hard. You can only flex so hard. Unless you're willing to literally lose everything, and then you're not worried about what they call scabs coming in and taking over your job.
It's not. Yeah, Bitcoin.
You got 350 million people. Someone will take your job.
Big corp's not going to fail. We already saw that before. They'll bail them out. Big corporations will not fail. It's not possible. Like bailouts before with Ford and Chevrolet and all the big corps, they're a win-win. They're not going to lose.
We're in a whole different stage of conflict.
Yeah.
We're pushing past the 5th generational back into the 4th generational warfare. Just saying.
It's actually it's an exciting time. We might be living in historic times. That's all I'm gonna say.
We have been. Yeah, we have been.
You ain't gonna die before you see it, I bet.
Yep, probably so. Good Lord willing.
Once again, non-compliance is now duty. Good night.
What's up?
He said non-compliance is now a duty.
Okay.
Good night. Good night, Heartland. Appreciate
Good
you
night,
being
man.
here, man.
Yeah, good night, brother. It's good talking to you.
Love to the family. His wife's cool.
What, not him? How dare you, Lake?
What?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just being facetious. You said his wife's cool. I said, what, not him?
Well, I mean, he can be.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it back, Willis.
I was just gonna say, I really think that a lot of people are gonna, a way more percentage than even what some people would think, people are going to cave. I'm just telling you. A bunch of them out there that are, man, I can tell you one thing. If you ain't never had a bullet zing right by your head and know someone's shooting at you, and you hear that distinct zoom sound, it's like a real weird, like a zing, it's a real weird sound, man, when it passes by, man, and it's very surreal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, I'm being shot at. The first time it happened to me, man, I was just like, oh crap, and then I hit the dirt, and I crawled over to my truck. This was when I was still real young, and I crawled over to my truck and I grabbed my stuff, man, and started firing back in that direction. A couple more shots was fired back my way, and then then people left. I could hear them leave off in a truck. I was fishing in a pond, and it was out in the woods. It was open property. It wasn't anybody's. It was actually government land. Anyway, that I think when the shit starts going down, there's going to be a whole lot more people cave than what they may admit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, life gets a lot more simple when it's just shoot and shot at. Life gets real simple.
Yes, it does.
Just saying. It might be harder for some to sit there and accept or adapt or whatever, but life gets simple.
You're
Sure
right.
does.
Yeah. 3 days and 9 meals away from chaos.
Any Hoosiers. Thanks for letting me on, man. I appreciate it.
Man, thanks for coming on, brother. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. We about to wrap it up. Is it? If y'all wanna get some last words in or say anything y'all want to say?
I do. Fuck you, Ghost.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's going on with you two now?
No, me and Ghost is cool, man. It's all good.
I appreciate y'all letting me come in. Y'all.
Oh man, I'm glad you popped in, Bullfrog.
Yeah, too, man.
Appreciate it.
Wish you would jump in more often, brother.
I appreciate it.
I think if we're all going to survive, we need to start prepping our children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's our main prep, because that is their end game. That is their goal.
Yeah.
They're cultivating their minds right now with the devices that we buy them. That is who they want. They don't want us. They want them.
You control the ideology. You keep the American ideology alive. You'll win.
Hey, speaking of ghetto prepper, my phone is real old, man, and it's messing up. And they're offering me a new 5G phone.
You got a jitterbug? You got an old jitterbug senior citizen phone?
No, it's a Galaxy 7. But I thought about going and getting one of them new 5G phones, man. I ain't scared.
You do as you like. I say get a flip phone. If you're serious, if you're serious and worried about anything, we should all cut the internet off. Honestly, if we want to stay away from them, we cut the internet off.
You know what I think?
So buy whatever. Really.
You know what I really think though is God already has a plan.
Yep.
Most definitely. I definitely agree.
What's going to happen is going to happen, and when God says, "When I am with thee, who can be against thee?"
Amen. I agree, but He also gives us free will. and we're giving our free will to these devices to. You know how I feel about it.
No,
I mean,
know what you mean.
we need it now to live. It's just we're always talking about what are we going to do when it happens. It's already happened. Well,
Right.
what if this is a distraction? We all agree this is a distraction, but yet we keep looking at the distraction while we're saying it's a distraction. That's like, you know, saying, "Hey, there's a train coming for you," and you just put your head down and
that's what I
keep
say in my
talking about.
videos. Yeah. They want you to look over here, not over. I mean, look over there, not over here.
Hold your phone up, Tribe. Hold your phone up, Tribe. Now, what the hell? Fuck all y'all in the chat, man. Y'all to making fun of my damn phone, man. My shit looks just like Tribe's. Make fun of his silly ass.
Your seven's just fine, backwoods.
Look. Fuck all y'all in the chat. Just y'all making fun of me.
All right, y'all. We gonna call it a night. We appreciate everybody that's been in the chat. Everybody that's in the chat. Thanks for hanging out the whole time. Everybody on the panel, I appreciate y'all, man. It's been a hell of a night. I enjoyed every single one of y'all's company. And we thank all y'all for coming. Hopefully y'all come next time too, because we gonna do it again real soon.
That's what's up.
Thanks everybody. We out of here.
All right, later.
Peace.